helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esfold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Our initial reaction when we realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Ryan GMC has a serious offer on a seriously capable truck. For a limited time, get 2.9% APR for 72 months, plus a $1,500 customer allowance on all 2026 Sierra 1500 models. From TurboMax to Duramax Diesel, 4 available engines give you the freedom to choose your power. Get the truck and the offer you've been waiting for at Ryan GMC. We are professional grade.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change-anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Last season, it was the Eagles that flew the highest, while Minot's Magic ran at an all-time low, and now they meet to start the 2026 season at 0-0, back to square one as we get into the first Friday of the AAA football season on the PSP Network. And we start with a Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show from Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot, North Dakota. A Bones Barbecue Sauce Friday Night Frenzy once again on PSP. With that, we say hello and welcome to Dwayne Carlson Stadium, everybody, alongside Bryce Kunick, Amo and Patterson on the call. Football is back at the high school level. The small schools got going last week, and now the 2A and 3A teams get involved. And, well, we're here to wrap up this first Friday of full football in North Dakota. Bryce, good time of year, isn't it?
You're talking football. You didn't even mention six-man. Are you feeling okay tonight?
We'll get to that eventually.
No, yeah, football's back. I'm starting to get text messages from you on a regular basis. We're excited, and it kicks off for us anyway here tonight at Dwayne Carlson, the Magi and the Eagles.
Yeah, this is a pretty fun matchup. Of course, the only thing you can really look at right now is what happened in 2025, and two very opposite 2025 seasons right here. Fargo Davies, they win 11 games. They win a state championship as well. Minot, on the other hand, they win just one. They drop 8. It's the worst record they've ever had in Minot high school football history. So where do you bring them together here in week one?
Yeah, you know, you look at Davies, their ability to run the football, it showed from the beginning of the season last season, a team that averaged over 380 yards a game. Oh, by the way, Owen, in the championship game, they ran for over 500. Just a special group that Coach Wermeyer had. On the other side, I'm telling you, there's a buzz here at Dwayne Carlson. They think the Magi are a better football team this year. They are excited. It all starts with Ryder Sutton at the quarterback position. We're going to talk about him a lot tonight. Look for an improved Minot High team this season.
Yeah, well, let's get things started by looking at what the media feels is the top 5 so far in the state. The preseason poll brought to you by ServPro, 24/7 emergency services and trained technicians using advanced technology and specializing in fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's ServPro. One day in, and we already got it wrong, Bryce. The Century Patriots, #1 in the state. 7 of the first place votes went to them, and they lose to unranked Shanley last night in an absolute thriller to start the season in 3A, 26-25. You could have caught that game on the PSP Network. If you were like me and busy with some college football, you watched that well into the night because it was can't miss. So where do we go from here? I think to set it up, though, Bryce, the fact we're going to have some parity this year in 3A. 10 of the 12 teams in the class got a vote for this preseason poll.
And Century learned a lot last night. Don't count out Century just because it's a – let's keep in mind it's a non-counter. They learned a lot about their football team. We're talking about a team that they were up 12 points with about 3 minutes to go in that football game. Tremendous effort by Mattern and his boys down at Shanley. The correct word, you said it, it's parity. We're going to see it a lot. We're going to see a lot of movement in and out of that poll all season long.
You'll find the defending state champions, usually they kind of just get the benefit of the doubt. Hey, who are we going to throw at #1? It's the team that rose the trophy. Fargo Davies is #3, and the reason why is probably because basically all of their ball carriers, the main 4, they're going to have to be replaced this season. But up front, Davies is still strong. That was one of the first things you said. Davies is still big. They're still physical. Nothing's changing about this run game.
It's still the physicalities there. You can see it. It all starts up with front with this team. 58 rushing touchdowns last season. They had 4 players over 800 yards rushing on. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. The team that runs it at about 92% of the time. So we're not going to see many passes. Not going to see much of an aerial attack here for Fargo Davies.
I think one last note about those rankings is a little bit of respect put on the Magicians. A team that went 1-8 last year, no business being around the top 5. They received at least 1 vote in the preseason poll. And Bryce, honestly, this is a team that has the chance to make a run this year because of what they do bring back compared to Davies.
And it all starts with the skilled positions. I'm telling you, I was at the scrimmage. Tariq Bell was electric. I don't know if anyone got him on a first attempt tackle. He was making guys miss. Sutton was getting the ball out. Ludwig looked terrific in that scrimmage as well. The key to Minot High, we're going to say it a lot tonight, how much they can compete up front. It's going to start on the line of scrimmage, both sides.
We'll get into that a little bit more with our Northern Plains Senior keys to the game. We're just getting started with the 3A football season from Minot. It's the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. It comes back after this on the PSP Network.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Every football fan has their Sunday routine. Maybe it's setting your lineup, firing up the grill, or claiming your spot on the couch. But the center of every Sunday is the drive. The morning drive home before kickoff. The drive to your buddy's watch party. Wherever you're headed, we can take you there.
We realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
That your bank had your back or would go the extra mile to give you the service and attention you need. Partnering with the right community bank can make all the difference. We like to think of a community bank as one that supports its local community. You need to know that whatever your financial future holds, your bank will be there to provide practical support. As a community bank, BNC National Bank will be there for whatever you need in the long haul. Reach out to our team today to learn more about how we're able to help you succeed. Member FDIC.
Well, Bryce, I'm glad you made it to the football field today. I thought for sure Nick wasn't going to be able to bring you away from the golf course, the summer swing. It was entertaining, but I'm glad you put down the clubs at least for today.
I did get to play a couple times this week. Just keep that on the hush.
Hey,
but
just not between 8 and 10 p.m. today.
Not right now. I had to be here at Dwayne Carlson.
Well, let's break down this matchup a little bit more with our Northern Plains Heating Air keys to the game. Call Dylan today at 222-2155. Make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. New installation, upgrades, and all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. The name of the game with the FARGO Davies Eagles, they run the football, and with that, you can win the time of possession battle, but you also want to win the turnover battle. They were one of the best in the state at hanging on to the ball last year. This new group of ball carriers got to do the same.
You said it. They're not going to turn the ball over, and it's about one thing. It's the third down efficiency as well. One of the best in the state at that. When it gets to that third down, hopefully, if you're Mount High fan, you're saying, hey, we got to try and get Davies in some long third downs so we can even dial up some pressure, something Coach Fillion does so well.
As for the Minot High Magicians, a lot of skill, and that's obviously going to be the talk of this team before they put anything on the field, but they will have to compete in the trenches today to beat FARGO Davies.
They're going to have to be better up front. You look at that matchup last season, Davies over 300 yards rushing, controlled the game from the jump, just – like I said, it starts with, look at a guy like Stevick. Stevick, I'm looking at him tonight on that line of scrimmage to bring some physicality. Fratell up there, Patterson. Got to compete up front because we know about the weapons. Give the quarterback, Sutton, some time back there to create. He's so gifted. Let's see how the Magicians look up front here tonight.
How about a key to the game for the third team, both of them? It's week 0 or week 1, whatever you want to call it. And coaches, I mean, it's the goal for them. Fewer penalties probably could provide the winner of this football game, especially when it's as evenly matched as it is at the AAA level. So how focused are these teams going to be on the first Friday of the season?
We talked about one thing we haven't even mentioned, special teams. Let's talk special teams, too, because it's been a factor in about every game I've watched. You look at Century, some big miss extra points. You were talking Minot State football with me, their missed opportunities.
That was rough.
But you're right, the penalties and the little things, the special teams, because it's not, the fall camp and stuff, it's short, Owen. You work on it, but I'm telling you, not as much as you think. Those little things are going to be important.
Well, Davies and Minot High, it's the end of the Friday today on the PSP Network, brought to you by Bones Barbecue Sauce. In fact, the Friday even started last night. We already spoke about that crazy Shanley Century game that took place at the Bowl. They're live from the Community Bowl again tonight as Bismarck High hosts West Fargo. The Packers were a team that we saw early last season, showed some signs that maybe they were going to struggle, and then by the end of the year made the playoffs. And they're taking on a Bismarck High team that you and I were in agreement in the preseason. We think probably the number one team in the state.
Yeah, they do. That's going to be a really fun game tonight at the Community Bowl. Bismarck, another just physical team on both the offensive and the defensive line. I love these East versus West matchups to begin the season. And Owen, when we put in our vote, can we vote for more Thursday night football?
Oh yeah.
Is that an option? Is there a box we can check? I love the Thursday night. I hope it continues to grow here, especially in 3A football.
We'll have a few more throughout the season, even some Saturday as well coming up on the PSP Network. Oh, by the way, some single A football as well for you going on right now. Harvey Wells County, Velva Drake Anamoose Garrison. Hey, it's another year, and the Aggies are still in the top 5. I looked at their roster before the season. Freshman, and even the starting lineup is littered with 9th graders, but still Velva is going to compete for a title this year.
I got a freshman quarterback. His name's Peyton Weidler. Look for him. He wears number 10. A lot of responsibility. Big moment for him coming in, starting as a freshman, but Velva didn't miss a beat. They looked the part last week versus Valley City, a very physical on the defensive side of the ball. Watch out for the Aggies.
Let's get going between the Eagles and the Magicians. The Valley Instant Oil Change pregame show concludes after this on the PSP Network.
Partner for commercial and business loans. We not only provide lending you need to grow your business, but we also reinvest in our communities. We believe in strengthening our businesses and creating opportunities for success. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for your commercial and business loans, and together let's keep our communities thriving.
Serving the community, looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
I love sports, but sometimes, like when a t-shirt cannon hits me square in the nachos, I wonder, is Sport Clips better than sports?
Because sports plus a hot steamed towel beats sports plus hot exploding cheese.
I like your shirt.
Thanks. It was free. Sport Clips, it's a game changer.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
That sinking feeling you get when this happens? That's oil change anxiety. The anxiety of being without a car with a billion things to do. The fear of being overcharged. The stress of not knowing where to go or who to trust. But you never get those feelings at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can watch us work right from your car, and we finish up in about 15 minutes.
We changed your oil and did our 18-point safety check.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Service you can see, experts you can trust.
Well, we are close to kickoff. It's time for the national anthem. We'll step aside the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show. Give you the starting lineups next. PSP Network.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
McKenna Hoffman.
Another reminder, this has been the Valvoline Instant Oil Change pregame show on the PSP Network. They are the home of the Stay in Your Car 15-minute oil change service in both Minot and Bismarck locations. For over 25 years, the Lundins have been taking care of people, making sure local actually matters. Not to mention, it's an oil change that you can stay in your car and drive through. More information online at VIOC.com. Well, we are already in week one form here in the broadcast booth. We didn't pay attention to the coin toss, so it'll be a surprise when one of the kicking teams comes onto the field. But let's take a look at the starters first for the Fargo Davies Eagles on defense. This is a pretty solid group. Again, a lot of new a little bit for this Davies team from the team that was in the Fargo Dome to end last fall, but they still got the size. That was noted earlier, and the one name that stands out up front, MSU Moorhead commit Matt DeBoard.
DeBoard is a grown man, physical up front, plays on both sides of the ball for this Davies team. I'm going to circle him tonight. He's a force to be reckoned with, Owen Patterson.
And that linebacking core is pretty good as well. Chase Kungle, Luke Conroy, Henry Hart in the middle. They'll be spying on Ryder Sutton. Expect kind of that middle line of the defense to have their hands full with number one today.
Took the words right out of my mouth. That's what I was going to say. And don't forget about the back end. This secondary has been, they were really good last year. They man up, really physical back there, great speed. The secondary, very good for this Davies football team.
And the defensive backs as well, Brady Vetter, Knox Collins, Colby Falk, and Jackson Lundgren for the Eagles. As for the Minot Magicians on offense, very similar instead to what they had last year. Of course, a 1-8 record, but saw signs of improvement as the season went along. Their offensive line, Risbrut, Doherty, Patterson, Fritzell, and Devine across the line. And a lot of names that we looked at last year and said, wow, they have some potential up there if they play one clean and two extremely physical up there against their opponents. Really got to match them a little bit.
They really do. Doherty, a guy we saw last year kind of come into his own, got a lot of playing time towards the end of the year. Frittell played a lot. We saw the development of Patterson too as the season went along. So I'm looking at Stevic. Stevic is, look at the size of him out there. I watched him during warm-ups. He's like an extra offensive lineman out there, number 88.
And the skill position, of course, where a lot of the attention goes for this Minot team because they were all doing their job last season. You already talked about Stevic, the tight end. Robbie Spraggs is the fullback. Jalen Gunville, very talented running back now in his senior season. And the wide receivers, they might have the fastest wide receiver group in the state. Tariq Bell, Logan Ludwig, the downfield options for junior quarterback Ryder Sutton.
4.48 is the 40 time for Mr. Tariq Bell. Look for him on some bubble screens. Anything you can do to get the ball in his hands early. Electric speed number, Tariq Bell.
Those are your starting lineups today. Wayne Wermeyer, the head coach for the Fargo Davies Eagles. Chauncey Hendershot, the head coach for Minot High. We say it every time, but some good buddies. They were coaching together at Moorhead High, both in their 7th season at their respective schools. Each have won state championships now, and there's a lot of similarities between the two guys leading these programs.
Really good friends. You saw it pregame. They're out there chatting, love to compete against each other. Like you said, spent some time together in Moorhead on the same sideline, but no lie. Once the ball gets kicked off here, it's go time for both of those coaches.
Yeah, that's how it goes in 3A. And I also want to mention on that Davies sideline, Jay Gibson, who was coaching West Fargo for the longest time. He's now the defensive coordinator, so there is a lot of ball knowledge, as they would say, on these sidelines today. Fargo Davies will be the one to kick it off. They're in the road, all-white uniforms, gold helmets. Minot will receive in the all-maroon and gold. Glad to have you with us. The first Friday of the 3A football season on the PSP Network. And we might have saved the best matchup for last. Number 3, Davies. Receiving votes, Minot High. Colby Nelson does the honors, one of the best legs in all of North Dakota. It is a deep kick, and we are underway with 3A football on the PSP Network tonight. Minot will take the touchback and start at their own 20-yard line. Ryder Sutton, the junior starting quarterback, last year started every single game for the Minot High Magicians under center. There was a lot of learning challenges. Bryce, there was also some very good performances along the way, and now the excitement builds for his second season under center.
He's a gamer. He's always working on his game, getting stronger. You'll find him in the weight room. his camp schedule in June, Owen, was a sight. I followed him the whole time on X. Limit the mistakes. Get the ball to your playmakers if you're Ryder Sutton.
They'll work in a 4-receiver set, make it 5 now. Minot loves to distribute the football to their wide receivers. Probably going to use some quick passes early on. It's a first down throw for Sutton. The pressure already on him, but he heaves one way down. It's Tariq Bell, a diving effort, but he's not going to get it. Bryce, that's a way to start the season. Magi just didn't have it.
I love the play call. Take a shot play right away to your speedster. Sutton does a good job knowing he's going to get hit in the pocket there. Just missed it. I love the play call to start the season.
We talked about Tariq Bell, the speed, also the catching ability. He caught in 25 passes last year, was the leading receiver, over 300 yards. And you go down the list for Minot's receivers, over 10 yards per catch, too. They are a big play offense from a year ago. He's second down and 10 for the Magi. They'll put Bell in motion and hand it off to him. He's coming to the near side and wrapped up. Eagles, though, having a tough time bringing him to the ground. That's another way they love to get number 9 the football, especially that season finale against Williston.
You seen it. I was at the scrimmage. You see the jet sweep. Get him in motion. Seeing if they're in some man-to-man sets with Bell. Great pursuit by the Eagles defense there, led by number 52, Brody Iverson.
Iverson and Davies defensively a very athletic group as well. It's what they have been over the years. If you're going to run that style offense and play both sides of the football, you got to be quick. Big third down defensively for the Eagles here on the first drive. 3rd and 5 for Minot. And it will be a handoff. First run of the year for Jalen Gunville. Not nearly enough, just a yard, and the Eagles' front 7 comes through.
Yeah, great job there. You see a lot of attention, rightfully so, to number 74, DeBoard. And you got to love, if I was on that Fargo Davies defense, I'd love to play with DeBoard. You're going to get an opportunity to make a lot of plays playing behind him.
There's a lot of players that, they commit to college teams, and they've got the size, they've got the build for it. DeBoard's got also the intangibles as well. He's got the all-around talent to play at the NSIC next year at MSU Moorhead. First drive ends in a 3-and-out for Minot. They will boot this one away. Clean operation, a very high kick, going to land at midfield and take a Minot high bounce all the way to the 41-yard line. Well, the Magicians, nothing happening on their first offensive possession this year. Now we meet the Fargo Davies Eagles. If we haven't told you enough in the pregame, they run the football. It is not your conventional kind of offense, but it's an offense that works, and it's led by Tucker Cozen.
How about 552 rushing attempts, Owen, last year? 43 passing attempts on the season for Davies. I mean, like you said, it's going to be heavy in the run department.
I tell you what, as a Minot State Beaver fan, I am all for it. First down, Davies. 3 running backs behind Cozen, just a quarterback keeper, and they'll push him ahead for 4 yards. Talk about Cozen a little bit. He's a 6-foot junior. Last year backed up Xavier Muse, one of the top quarterbacks in the state when it came to running the ball, and only threw 2 passes. They were both against Minot High in the season opener, but now obviously going to get all of the running at quarterback for Davies in 26.
A lot to replace, a lot of production. Mathiasen, Tesh, Fisher, Muse. I mean, the numbers they put up last season, it all starts with Tucker Cozen behind center.
Some pulling offensive linemen paving the way for Bennett Simmers. And brings up a 3rd and manageable, and this is exactly what Davies wants to be in. 3rd and less than 3, opportune to just keep this drive moving along.
Absolutely, 3rd and manageable, and I'm just going to give our listeners a little warning. We are going to get confused at times. Who has the football? This team carries out their fakes so well. It's the misdirection plays. They do it so well on this offense.
It's Simmers again. And he's going to break through that initial line of defense for Minot and carry a few red jerseys to the 44-yard line. Bennett Simmers ready to rock and roll here in week 1. The junior has a first down.
Right between the tackles. We talked about it. Moving the chains. Nice start into territory for Fargo Davies.
Evan Lee, Sam Rick on the left side of the offensive line for Davies. Grady Ames, the center. Matt Dubord, he does play on both sides of the football. He'll be at right guard for the Eagles. And Matthew Foote at right tackle. Also 2 tight ends, Gage Lilliquist and Aaron Slaubaugh helping out. And Minot has jumped, giving an easier first down to Davies.
Yeah, great hard count there by Davies there, getting 5 free ones. Always got to love 1st and 5.
I always say make third down easier, make first down a lot easier here for Davies. 8:33, first quarter, clock running. And there's the trickeration a little bit for Fargo Davies as they'll hand it off to Tyler Frederick, but the one player that wasn't fooled, Logan Ludwig with the tackle.
Yeah, great play there. You see it, it's the 5-man front. Out of Minot High early. I love that, going to that bigger look. Really crowding the line of scrimmage. I know you're basically daring the other team to throw the ball, but Davies ain't. You'll maybe see a screen pass or 2 tonight. That would be my prediction.
Again, I mean, coaches that run this, and Coach Wermeyer, a perfect world, they're not going to throw the ball once. Simmers on the left side of the line, very close to the 35 and a first down. I think the Magi bottled him up, though.
That was a good play there out on the edge. It was number 4 kind of setting the edge out there. Melhoff, great job.
Davies going to get up to the line quick and try and push Cozen across. You'd have to imagine. And he's going to get there. Across the 34-yard line, and the Eagles have already picked up 2 first downs on this opening drive.
Third down efficiency, you heard me talk about it already. 2 for 2 on this drive.
Davies offense, no question about it. Number 1 rushing attack in all of North Dakota last year, 380 yards per game. Against Minot High, ran for over 300 in last year's season opener in Fargo. Moving towards the near side, it's Frederick again. That's just, he gets 5 yards down the field without anybody contacting him. That is dangerous for a defense.
And we're going to see it. It's just very methodical, 5, 6 yards. Gotta love that on first down. If I'm a lineman on that Magi side, I'm trying to grab 2 guys. I'm saying you better grab the board and then reach your hand out and try and bring another guy with you. I don't just start a pile, do what you got to do. I played a little defensive line, Owen, not much. That's what if they're running the ball at you 5, 6 yards a pop, grab one, try and take another one with you.
You probably played a little more D-line than I did. There's a little end around for Davies flying in. I believe that was Gunville for Minot High. He's one of those defenders that I think a lot of people are ready to see him play middle linebacker. He basically has to fill in for Blake Anderson at 2 spots, running back and the Mike linebacker position. And Gunville, he's probably one of the more feared tacklers in the game.
Yeah, he looked terrific. I got to go to the scrimmage, see him up close and personal on the defensive side, and you said it, flying around at that linebacker position.
Carbon copy for Davies, 3rd down and 2. They'll run it. Frederick, the left side running back, has enough for the first down, and Davies is right outside the Surf Pro red zone.
And it's time of possession already, about over 5 minutes on this drive. 3 for 3 on 3rd down, just like Coach Wermeyer draws her up.
Sticking with the same formation each play, too. Cozen going to give. Frederick breaks 1 tackle, then gets going upfield. He is to the 14-yard line. A pickup of 7 right there for Tyler Frederick. And the Davies Eagles are inside the Surf Pro red zone. 24/7 emergency service and trained technicians. It's Surf Pro.
You see it there. Stevick knows it. He lost containment on that side, allowing a nice gain there on first down of about 7 yards. He was shaking his head.
Inside of 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Now the formation changes. More of a flex bone look. And flags. Looks like Minot was offside again.
Yeah, they were fortunate there. That was kind of a sloppy handoff there by Davies, but they're in the neutral zone. That's going to be a first down by penalty there for Fargo Davies.
2 offsides penalties against Minot already on the series. One thing is they're amped up for the first game of the season, but also you're just trying to get the advantage a little bit. Get the push. Try and get this Davies rushing attack to go backwards somehow. New set of downs, 1st and goal to go. Nowhere to run right there for Talon Tukshire. His first carry today.
I'm going to circle a guy already. He is flying. Braden Ishort. That's a name we've heard. We've heard the Ishort name here at this stadium a lot. He is flying around defensively there. That looked almost like an opportunity for a strip on there. That ball was held out.
Well, that's what Minot's defense has to keep in the back of their mind.
Correct.
Somehow force a turnover, or else it's just going to keep on rolling. 2nd down. They'll run it with Simmers to the 5-yard line, and here comes 3rd down and goal for Davies. They need 5 yards, but you're also thinking it's 2 plays to get 5 yards.
Yeah, in these situations, well, we know Davies probably could have run the football, but, you know, run the football on 3rd down, set yourself up with your best play call on 4th down if you don't get it and convert on 3rd.
Cozen brings in the play call. Really strong offensive line gets set for Davies. Clock hasn't really stopped at all on this first drive of the season. It's Cozen with it, bounces it to the outside. He's into the end zone, but there's a lot of flags on the field. So hold the phone for the first score of the year.
That is going to be holding. Colin Cisco got dragged down by Tyler Frederick there. What a big penalty here. 3rd down, going to push him back here in the red zone area. A great job by Cisco. Just kept fighting through that block, drawing the penalty.
A confirmation of the call right there. You see it, Cisco on the ground. A Ryan Family Dealership replay. One thing that helps Davies here try and make sure they get points if it's not on this 3rd down and 15. Like we said, they have probably the best kicker in the state in Colby Nelson. Prolific field goal kicker for this team. This is well within his range, but Eagles still thinking touchdown here. 15 yards from the end zone. It will be a pass. Cozen drops back. Now he's going to have to tuck and run, and he's being chased down. The Magi make the stop.
Yeah, great pursuit there. Great coverage in the back end. Stevic chases him down. See if they maybe go to the kicker here, Owen, get some early points here. That's about 4th down from the 11-yard line.
Got a little extra credit there for Stevic. He's the near side defensive end.
Correct.
Chase Cozen the entire play, and now sets up a 27-yarder for Colby Nelson. Snap was low, got the hold, they got the kick up, and it is through. Shaky start to that operation for Fargo Davies, but Nelson is 1 for 1 to start the new year, and the Eagles lead 3-0. 2:05 to go on our BNC National Bank scoreboard. First quarter from Minot.
Sometimes life gets messy, and accidents happen. Some days, even your best intentions turn into unexpected disasters. Other days, a little guesswork leads to a lot of cleanup. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
BNC National Bank helping us keep score today. With locations out North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, BNC National Bank provides with banking and wealth management services for your business and family. Visit BNC Bank online today at bnc.bank. Our first points are for the number 3 team of the state, the Fargo Davies Eagles. A 27-yard kick by Colby Nelson, and they lead 3-0. All for Minot, 3 and out on their first drive, and then Davies, about an 8-minute drive, gets all the way into the red zone. They get the points. Of course, the offense has to answer, but the defense for a second, got to take that as a win.
I said that to you right when we got off the air there during the commercial break. That's a huge win. That huge penalty by Frederick, setting him up in a obvious passing situation. Great coverage on the back end. Great play by Stevic. Time of possession, huge here in this first quarter, but you got to love it. That 3-0, that is a win for Coach Philly and that defense.
See head coach for Minot High, Chauncey Hendershot right there. I got to imagine his job is really fun. With the offensive personnel he has, calling plays with this group, it's just got to be tremendous.
He's got a great group, and he loves working with those receivers. That's what he spends a lot of time at practice. I'm going to circle the one guy here. Pilata is not in uniform here tonight, Owen, so one of those weapons is missing.
Ryder Sutton on the run. And he has nowhere to go, being tracked down by everyone in white. 3-yard pickup. Looked like he probably wasn't going to get anything there. Still gets to go forward. Yeah, you mentioned it, James Pilata. I mean, we say it about everybody. He's one of the fastest players there is in North Dakota high school football. And he did have a few injury scares last season. And he is not playing today for the Magi to start out his senior season.
But don't worry, they got Ludwig out there, they got Bell.
Well, you can even go down the depth chart wide receiver-wise. Corbin Kraft, he's somebody that's going to step up this year. He's a junior.
Maybe we'll see Bollinger maybe get a few reps, the sophomore.
It's Cullen Cisco in motion, and a full start going to be called against Minot High. Gives us time to thank a sponsor of ours on the PSP Network, BSN. They create exclusive personalized solutions for North Dakota high school and collegiate programs, from custom equipment, uniforms, and coaches' apparel to fan wear, branding, and more. They do it all. Contact your local BSN sales pro today. Backs up the Magicians to 2nd down and 12. Ball on their own 18-yard line. Two receivers to the right, one to the left of junior quarterback Ryder Sutton. He'll throw it, a quick hitter right there. Tariq Bell the catch, tries to juke, but that's into the awaiting arms of Jackson Lindgren.
Lindgren there, nice play. Just kind of waiting for Bell, saying, hey, you can catch that stuff underneath, but we're going to gobble you up. Don't try and take away the deep threat that is Tariq Bell.
Could be the final play of our first quarter already. And it's another 3rd down for Minot. Got to start converting these. You need to hang on to the ball a little yourself against an Eagles team that's going to win time of possession every day. Sutton scrambling. Nice move to shake and get some extra yards and the first down for Ryder Sutton. Let's check out this one on the Ryan Rewind.
And it's the dual threat ability of Sutton. The broken play, making a couple defenders miss. Getting enough for the first down, much needed first down, first one of the game here for Minot High.
I mean, that was an effective juke about 8 yards away from the defender right there. Dual threat, Ryder Sutton threw for 900 yards, ran for 340 last year as a sophomore. Clock stopped for the moment at 16 seconds. Cullen Cisco, the run. He's ahead for a gain of 7. And with that, the first quarter is going to come to a close here in Minot, I would believe. Minot quickly getting on the ball. The time is going to expire. Well, Minot starting to move, but Fargo Davies the only team on the BNC National Bank scoreboard after 12 minutes. It's 3-0 to the visitors. We'll be back with more 3A football after this on the PSP Network.
Help you today. From big, bold banners and yard signs to professional business cards, flyers, brochures, and more, we can help bring your ideas to life. The UPS Store, 1940 South Broadway, Minot.
Around here, it's the first responders who answer the call. So Ryan Chevrolet set out to say thank you to the people who protect, serve, and care for our neighbors every day. Ryan Chevrolet offers first responders $500 off select Chevy vehicles. Plus, all qualified buyers get 0% APR for 5 years on select Silverado models. Ryan Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Second quarter action getting underway. Minot back on the field for a 2nd down and 4. Tariq Bell takes the jet sweep handoff from Ryder Sutton, finds his way to a 1st down. We have flags again, and it's always been in the vicinity of where wide receivers are holding.
Yeah, I think Ludwig, he kind of attempted a tackle there, trying to set the edge for Bell. So it's going to be holding. This one is going to be coming back. Oh, blocking the back, sorry. I said tackle.
About the same. Hey, yeah, I think without that being an actual penalty, you got that pretty square on. Coming up, we'll have our Drums Collision Center halftime report once the second quarter is complete. Take a look at the first half scoring summary so far. Just one to get to, and also some scores from around the state. Most games are into crunch time now. We're glad that you joined us here before the rest of the crowd does. After their games go final, here the classic 8 p.m. kickoff in Minot.
Might be an 11 o'clock date at the Schatz Crossroads tonight, Owen Patterson.
I'm down.
I'll buy.
2nd down and 11. Screen pass to Ludwig. He's got a good block this time. And a solid pickup to the 37-yard line. That's Corbin Kraft who set the block for him. And one of those athletes who, not very big height-wise, but he is strong and he is fast.
And he's going to get some more reps there with Pallotta sidelined here tonight. Kraft has been inserted into that slot area. Like you said, nice little block there, making this third down very manageable.
Magi already executed on a 3rd down and 5 earlier on this drive. They're faced with a 3rd and 4 now. Sutton in the gun, 2 receivers, both of them split out to the top of your screen. Fake the handoff. Sutton takes it himself now, carries it with the right arm across the 1st down marker and all the way to the 49-yard line before he's ushered out of bounds by Henry Hart. Sutton 2 plays with his legs to pick up firsts.
I love the play call. I do. Just give him the option. The RPO getting outside the tackle there is Sutton. Another 1st down with his legs.
And we saw at times, again, we were at every single game last year for Minot in Sutton's first season, and there were times where maybe the passing game wasn't there, but there sure was his running ability. Talk about running ability for Jalen Gunville. This is a big one. 36 yards into the Serve Pro red zone.
How about the emphatic stiff arm at the end as well, at the end of that run by Gunville. He is pumped up, looking over at coach saying, let's go, we're in the red zone, this is my time.
Minot's an up-tempo team. After a play like that, you want to get on the ball and do it again. 1st down and 10, Serve Pro red zone territory. Brady Vetter had to take that stiff arm from Jalen Gunville, but still made the tackle. Gunville very much the same when it came to running the football as Sutton. He was someone that could break one off for 20 at a moment's notice a season ago. It's Gunville again, running people over inside the 10-yard line.
I love it. Give it to him again. That left side doing some work for Minot High on the offensive line. Be interesting to see here, though. I'd give Sutton the option again. Maybe pull it, little fake to Gunville, see if you can get something out to Ludwig or Bell.
I mean, you're in the position right now for Minot where Fargo Davies had to put so much respect on Ryder's running ability that you sneak Gunville through for 40 yards in these last 2 plays, and now it's flipped. 2nd and around 5 for Minot. Now Davies starting to jump.
Yeah, Sutton knew it too. He said, hey, come on, throw the flag out here. They're in the neutral zone. I got him to jump.
Now here's the
very
thing.
Close.
Yeah, that's a good point. Is it going to be enough for the automatic 1st down? And
maybe inches.
They're going to check. Yeah, very close.
Offside on the defense by their penalty, remaining 2nd down.
That's how close it is. 2nd and inches for Minot.
Had some procedure penalties on both sides already, Owen. You talked about penalties. We've seen it on both sides here in this first half.
Magi stay in the gun. They're looking for the painted area, but instead they are going backwards. Couple different Eagles wrecked that play.
Slaba, I believe, was the first one there. Number 85.
Slaba first and Tyler Frederick second. As you saw it again on a Ryan Family Dealerships replay. For 50 years, Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory online at driveryan.com. Visit one of their 5 locations in Minot and Williston. Third down again for Minot.
Gotta like this matchup. It looks like Ludwig's got a one-on-one here.
Under center snap. Minot trying to use some hard count again. And Coach Hendershot going to be calling a timeout. Waiting to see what Davies was going to throw at him defensively. Maybe you get him to jump again. And in the end, Minot is going to draw up a new play for an important 3rd down and 3 here in the first half. We'll take our first International Bank and Trust timeout of the game. You're watching 3A football on the PSP Network.
We realized he had 2 broken bones was fear. Then once we realized and got a plan with Trinity and our doctor, a lot of comfort.
He told me that he can fix my arm, and he showed me a lot of stuff that he could do to help me.
Trinity Health Orthopedics is as good as you can find anywhere in the country. A lot of us take pride in that, and that's why we stay here and we keep doing what we do.
Trinity Health, making more possible.
Magi break the huddle after that FIBT timeout. Find them online at FIBT.com. Founded in 1910, growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North, and South Dakota. 3rd down, back to it. Sutton gonna throw over the middle and high for Tariq Bell. There's the flag coming in from the sideline. Tariq knew it before everybody else.
Yes, he did. You can see a jersey grab there of Bell, slowing him up just enough. Going to be an automatic 1st down inside the 5-yard line for Minot High.
Magi already ready to snap it again. We haven't heard the official call yet.
Here, defense, number 10. Half the distance to goal, 1st down.
Throwing at the junior Knox Collins on that play. And he is called for the infraction. 1st down and goal to go for Minot. They convert another 3rd down this drive. Sutton will give to Gunville, found a little space, and he fell down very close to the goal line. There was a huge left shoulder that he had to take from one of the Davies safeties.
And we're going quick here, Owen. Sutton right up to the ball.
He'll sneak it and get in. Ball came out, but forward progress was stopped, and the Magi are in the end zone.
I love it. I love the up-tempo there. A heavy dose of Gunville on that drive. Sutton cleans it up with a sneak, and the Magi have the lead here.
3 3rd down conversions on that drive alone. Sutton got 2 of them. And then the penalty helps out as well. And now gets set for the extra point. Was a lot of different place kickers last year for Minot. Looks like it'll be Tayson Solper kicking to start this year, and it's really who they can find off the soccer team. That's how it went a season ago, and Solper, another one of those soccer players.
I asked you who's doing the kicking. Which one did they find?
Some more trouble with the snap and the hold, but Solper still kicks it right on through. Minot High, a 1-yard sneak by Ryder. Sutton caps a big scoring drive. We'll talk about it when we come back on the PSP Network.
Contracting builds more than structures. They build confidence. Your trusted partner in commercial construction across North Dakota, they handle everything from planning to final delivery. Whether it's steel, industrial, or retail, AECM builds with precision and safety. Their hands-on approach keeps your project on time and on budget. Build better with AECM. Call Tim at 701-818-0099 or visit aeconstructionmanagement.com.
Well, a lot of Minot High fans and football fans across the state were saying, all right, Minot, how can you show us what's going to be different from last year to this year? Where's the improvements? And I tell you what, the change has already been seen last year against Davies on the road. They were down 42-0 by the halftime break, and already today, at least holding their own against the Eagles, the defending state champions.
Bend, don't break. Third down defense. The red zone defense was huge. Getting the football back, and you could. The offensive line was terrific on that drive. You see Gunville, that big 36-yard gain. You see Sutton, his ability to use his legs. The running game, really big in this first half, especially on that touchdown drive for Minot High.
8:53 to go, second quarter. Ready for the kickoff. Magi leading 7-3 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Kick is away, a line drive. And eventually picked up by the Eagles, finding some space, and here's a lot of it across at the 45-yard line to the 50. A huge return for Fargo Davies. It was Brady Vetter. Goes all the way to the 48.
I thought he did a great job just to grasp the ball. He tipped it a couple times there. Huge gain in the Magi territory.
Yeah, Brady Vetter, 6'4" senior, plays a lot of basketball as well. He's essentially the backup quarterback for Fargo Davies, but everybody's a running back on this ride. I don't know if you looked at what Fargo Davies put out. No wide receivers or tight ends listed. There's just RB at everybody's name.
You might see RB next to DeBoard's name here by the end of the season.
Likely. Spinning, trying to get free, but that's only 1 yard on first down.
Stevick was in there again, and Cisco limiting that gain. Kind of a scary play there, how the running back went down.
A three-man backfield for Fargo Davies. Simmers, Tuchshire, and Frederick. Gary Davies all the way into the red zone before the drive stalled. We got flags before the snap.
Yep, they got the defensive line to jump again, so 5 more free yards. I said it to you, Owen, there's been a few of those already, these procedure penalties. I know you see them in the beginning of the year, but got to stay disciplined.
I think that was Frederick all the way to the 39, short of the line to gain. It'll be third down for Davies.
I just give DeBoard one pancake there, because that was a huge one. Leading the way there, driving the defender back. He is so fun to watch.
That DeBoard, 6'4", 290, leading the way for Fargo Davies. Third down and 1. Tuchshire breaks through. The safety trying to hang on to him and going to bring him down to the 21-yard line. Talon Tuchshire, though, the first real big play for the Davies run game today.
Yeah, great job. The deception there. You see Bedell. Bedell thought he had him, had the ball carrier. Problem is he didn't have the ball there. Nice play by Tuchshire out there on the edge. 1st and 10 for Fargo Davies.
Now Logan Ludwig, the reason why that wasn't a touchdown.
I'm not gonna lie, Owen. I was a little confused too. It's not just Bedell. I thought someone else had the football there for a minute too.
Oh, Davies kind of running into one another on that play. I tell you what, that's bound to happen in an offense with this much movement. Does pick up a positive yard still. And with the ball right on the 20, the Eagles are back in the Serve Pro red zone. Friday night of football on the PSP Network, brought to you by Bones Barbecue Sauce, a true North Dakota original, created and bottled right here in ND. Find at your local grocery store, Cashwise Marketplace, or Family Fare. Friday night under the lights, as it should be. Minot and Davies matching up in the season opener for the second season in a row. Last year it was a big win for Fargo Davies, 42-14 over these Magicians. The first of 11 wins for Wayne Wermeyer's Eagles last year en route to a state championship.
How about Robbie Sprague staying home on that option? Disciplined football. 3rd and long here for Davies.
3rd and 8, so they'll carry out the option. Cozen has it. Late toss to the 11-yard line. This is going to be really close to a first down. You feel like if Kozin kept it, he was there. Instead, the late pitch to Simmers, and I don't think that really gained him anything.
Yeah, that little fake did enough to the defense there, got the edge. They did get enough there, so nice sticking with that option. Looked on that left side, back-to-back play calls there for Davies.
They needed 8, got 8, and a fresh set of downs for the Eagles. Clock running, 6:15 to go. Sorry, clock stopped at 6:15. He got out of bounds, and another pre-snap penalty.
You said it. That's been the story here. I've got that as the 7th penalty on Minot High, I believe. 6th, actually. That hard count. And you don't need to give Davies any help. Any free yards for them, especially down here in the red zone area.
Yeah, they ran for over 500 yards in the state championship. There's not many more yards you can go added with penalties. Set more scores in the end zone. Speaking of the end zone, the Eagles are in it for the first time today. Talon Tukshare, the touchdown score.
Nice job by Tukshare. 2 big plays on that drive. The second one capping it off into the end zone. Kind of love what you see out of him on that drive if you're Coach Wermeyer.
Saw it a second time of the Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Talon Tukshare. You mentioned the amount of touchdown scores that Davies had last year, amount of ball carries. Well, he is the first on the list in 2026. Bad snap again. And Magi going to stop him. Play that was not really destined for success from the start there for the Eagles, but they do take the lead 9-7. Talon Tukshare, the rushing touchdown, and Davies regains the lead.
At the same time, or in the same way. But no matter when or how, Ferendry Electric Cooperative is there to help power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop. Ferendry Electric Cooperative is a Touchstone Energy cooperative, your source for power and information.
All our Jerome's Collision Center halftime report not too far away. I understand that accidents happen. It's a part of life. Call 701-852-5126 to schedule your collision repair or other service. Collision repair is their specialty. They value you and your car at Jerome's Collision Center. There'll be a lot of collisions on the football field today. Davies, of course, they don't pass. And Minot High starting to run the ball as well. This is going to be a week 1 physical battle between the Eagles and Magicians.
Yeah, great answer there by Davies. They're not going to be in any sort of panic mode. Very methodical and then down the field, and Tukshare was terrific on that drive.
Now let's go back to the touchdown score on Ryan Family Dealerships replay. Folks at home play who's got the football, because we really didn't know up here. Talon Tukshare up the middle. He has it, and he got barely into the end zone, but it's enough for 6.
I knew where it was. I couldn't tell you who had it. I started looking
that's
around. I'm like,
all
right, Simmers is over here. Who else? I'm looking. Kozin don't have it. Someone does.
You know, I get to watch the Minot State Beavers yesterday. They run the flex bone, and it's a lot more spread out. It is easier to see when Minot State's running their offense. Had a great one yesterday at Herb Parker Stadium. First down throw, Tariq Bell with the catch, but that play was stopped. It was Knox Collins, the TFL.
That's just playing fast, taking on the block there of Milhoff. Great job by Knox Collins, the 6-foot, 170-pound junior, knocking that play back for about a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, Knox Collins, he was blocking Jaron Milhoff into that tackle. That was an incredible play by the corner who had that pass interference on the 3rd down on the last drive. So he matching up with Bell. And now Ludwig on the other side of the field. He has a tall task today, but a great play by number 10. Second down behind the sticks for Minot. Now Davies starting to jump, but it's clean. They're back out of the neutral zone. Another carry by...
I think it's Kraft. I think it's Corbin Kraft.
3-yard gain. Sure enough, it was. Oftentimes going to be seen in the slot, but you got an athlete like that, use him at a lot of different positions. Minot, their running back crew, kind of comes in as a two-man work in Jalen Gunville and Cullen Cisco. And Kraft gets a carry as well. Not to mention their quarterback running game.
Yeah, you always got to account for Ryder Sutton as well and his feet. See if something, you know, I know they took that shot play, but 3rd and long here. Got to be looking for Bell here. Manned up with Collins.
4-receiver formation on 3rd and 9. Sutton's got to make a decision. He steps up. He's going to run. Ryder Sutton needs to get to the 30, and that is exactly where he got. Davies Eagles, I mean, they're having to go left and right to try and figure out where number 1 is. Not been easy to find him, and while they spot this football, actually, we're not going to have enough time. 4th down and inches. Minot gets on it, try and sneak this ahead for the first down.
Maybe go with a hard count here.
Sutton takes it. Not much going there for the Magi, but it just might be enough. The far side official running in on the white line. Near side official even further than that.
Coach Hendershot rolling the dice here in the first half. 4th and inches.
And it is a first down. Let's go back to that last Sutton run on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay.
You see Tariq Bell at the bottom of that screen. Just no time to throw the football. He put a move on and was open down the field, but Sutton took off very close to the first down, then converts it on the sneak.
Still 70 yards to go for Minot. Less than 4 minutes to play in the half, and the pre-snap penalties are piled sky high here in the first half.
I didn't see what it was.
Someone was just lined up wrong.
Conduct, offense, number 15.
Oh. Ludwig
15-yard penalty, still first down.
Called for an unsportsmanlike penalty before the snap.
That's what we call saying the right thing, Owen Patterson.
15
to our listeners.
Unsportsmanlike.
He said the right thing. I don't know if it was to a player or official.
I have to imagine
heard
it was to the cornerback standing in front of him, but he was along the Davies sideline too. You never know. 15-yard penalty, though. 1st and 25 for Minot. They'll hand it off to Tariq Bell, trying to make something out of this. A broken tackle, and he's loose. Tariq Bell to the 40, 50 across midfield, and still going down the sideline. A stiff arm, and he's down to the 25. Tariq Bell with a gigantic run to set up Minot plus territory.
You see it, the jet sweep, the motion. After the huge Ludwig penalty, Bell, his ability to make defenders miss. What a play. Flipping the field position. I mean, you get a 15-yard penalty. What a play by Bell, the speed on full display.
Yeah, you only got to see the dead sprint part of that run. The breaking tackles part was what was missed on that Ryan replay, and what broke the whole play open for Tariq Bell. First down, Minot. Set up with a 1st and 25. They go all the way to the Davies 25-yard line. Gunville. He tries to bounce it. He gets a block. First down and some more for Jalen Gunville, and now more flags.
And they're going to get Ludwig on this, and it's not a hold. It's not. He took the defender down. He had his hands inside. It was a great block, but they are going to catch him for holding on that play. Tough call against Minot High there.
You can see Ludwig's reaction to this.
Great bounce by Gunville.
He's been heavily penalized here in the first half. A block in the back, the unsportsmanlike just a moment ago, and now a holding call. And That was the first down wiped off the board. It is from the spot of the foul, so it'll be 1st down and 9 for Minot getting to do it over again.
And I'm not trying to be critical of the officials.
No.
I'm not. I just disagreed with it. I thought Ludwig did a good job keeping his hands inside and just, doing his job, sitting the edge there for Gunville.
Well, these big play magicians looking for another one. Sutton scrambling way back to the 40, steps up, throws on the run, and it's a great catch. Corbin Kraft along the sideline.
You gotta love that, the scramble drill, Owen. They tell the receivers, come back, help your quarterback out. Great job by Kraft. Getting a foot down in bounds and a 1st down for Minot High.
That's a throw that you can rep a lot during the summer.
Yeah.
I know Ryder Sutton did, throwing on the run like that, but the actual pads, the actual game, making a throw like that, not seen very often at the high school level in North Dakota.
He just does it so cool, calm.
And now he's going to run, but Davies has that stopped. Magi looking for some points right before halftime. Chance if they get it, they'll have the lead going into the break. Just 2:35 is left in our second quarter. Davies 9, Minot 7 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard.
I really like Iverson. I really like Brody Iverson in there. Physical kid. Magi, not in a big hurry here. Plenty of time, over 2 minutes.
I think they're under the mindset of scoring last here. Don't let Davies get it back before the break. Inside run by Cisco.
Cisco on the carry.
About a yard or two. Does bring up 3rd down for the Magicians. No 2-minute timeout in the high school game. Clock will run under a minute 40.
They know what they're going to try and contain here. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but keep Sutton in the pocket here if you can. Don't let him get outside. He's so dangerous. His ability to run, throw on the run.
He's got 3 receivers. Cisco moves over to his left. He's looking that way to throw. Now comes back to the right. He will step up through the middle. Ryder Sutton a juke, and he is into the end zone for 6.
Right on cue. Sutton creating the broken play. There you see the juke on his way to the end zone from about, what was it, about 12 yards out, maybe 13. And an answer by Minot High here.
He said contain him, keep him in the pocket, and that's what led to the touchdown. The ends come up, and Ryder Sutton tucks the football and finds the end zone for his 2nd rushing touchdown today. Another PAT try from Tayson Solper. Better hold this time, and it is good. Minot High. 2 major plays in the run game. Gunville on the last drive, Bell on this possession, but they both end with a Ryder Sutton rushing score. 14-9, Minot in the lead on the PSP Network.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
Coming back with another Ryan Family Dealerships replay. The rushing score for Ryder Sutton, 13 yards, and he's in for Minot's 2nd rushing score of the day. They lead Davies 14-9. Minot High, a team at 1-8 last season. Everybody understood that's not how it was planned to go. You maybe could have saw a developmental year from the start of the season, but it just hasn't been the Magi way to have a season like that, but it's all the fuel they needed to attack the offseason strong and this new season with a refound focus.
And how about the answer? They've answered some big drives by Davies multiple times here in this first half. Ryder Sutton, his ability to step up in the pocket, we talked about it. He's throwing on the run. His ability to run there, you see the juke, huge.
Good kickoff return last time for Davies. This time it's going to end up in the end zone in the high school game. Once it hits the end zone, no return is possible. And Davies will have the whole field in front of him here to try and score in a minute 9. You think about a Davies offense that only runs the football, it'd be hard to do, but you've got the best field goal kicker in the game, Colby Nelson, and if you get it anywhere within the 40-yard line, it seems he's got a chance.
You know he's thinking it. These kickers are thinking, saying, hey, we get it down far enough. Give me a shot, coach. We can cut into this lead a little before the first half runs out.
Davies also going to get the ball to start the second half, too. And players running into one another in the backfield, but Kozin, the quarterback, is going to keep it. And a timeout taken by Coach Wayne Wermeyer of the Fargo Davies Eagles. That takes 7 seconds off the clock. It's a timeout brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. FIBT is a full-service, family-owned independent community bank built to the bond between their employees and customers. Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North, and South Dakota. Find them online at FIBT.com. I guess the question here, Bryce, 62 seconds left. Only halftime coming up, and you get the ball to start the second half. How much do you try to push it right here if you're Davies? Do you even explore the passing game at all, running the risk of maybe something unfortunate happening right here?
I maybe try something with Tuchscher. He's been the spark, in that backfield in this first half. See if you can get something with him in space. There's always seems, Owen, when we do these Davies games, I don't know if now's the time, but they run this screenplay. And it always seems to work out against Minot High in these openers, in these early season games. I don't know if now's the time. Maybe save it for that second half, but I'd look for Tuchscher here.
Well, the Davies Eagles still 77 yards to the end zone, trailing 14-9. Now just 2 running backs behind Kozin. They're going to carry out the speed option. Flags flying everywhere in the backfield as Frederick has the first down for now, but we'll wait on the white hat official.
I think they're going to get a hold here on the Eagles. So see if they're content with this 14-9 after a holding call. Get to push them back.
I said in the pregame show, the week 1 key is penalties are going to happen just the fewest. There's been a penalty every 2 plays in this first half.
Procedure penalties in the neutral zone. We've seen a personal foul on that last drive, then a hold. And
so here's what makes that question a little more difficult for Davies. Now you're way back behind the sticks. Second down and 16 coming up for the Eagles, and only 54 seconds and 2 timeouts. How much do you put the foot down and try and score before the break, knowing you have the ball again in just a few moments? Back to the full house backfield here for the Eagles. Kozin fakes the handoff. He'll take it himself. Tucker Kozin. He's got a gain of 11 yards right there. That was one of those kind of sneaky plays for the Eagles. And now Minot. Well, both officials calling a timeout for both sides. Let's see who got it.
That's the situation, Vic. No, you called it. You can have it. You can have it, Coach.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I like that play call, though. Just a simple follow. It's a fake, and just follow your block. Nice little gain by Kozin.
Well, it is a discussion by the officials who to charge this timeout to. We know we're just going to break in the action, but, I mean, if it's a Minot timeout, well, then Davies has an extra one. And it will be charged to the Magicians, thinking they might have a chance to get the ball back with some time here with a 3rd down stop. High school football on the PSP Network is brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. There's no other choice to seal your heating air game than Northern Plains. Call Dylan today at 222-2155. Make sure your furnace is ready for the winter months ahead. We're not even supposed to say that word right now. New installation upgrade to all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155. It's very much a fall kind of Friday here for still an August game in Minot. The thing you said, no sun to deal with today. That's been the concern here at Dwayne Carlson over the years, but a lot of cloud cover. Rain only in the morning. Should have a dry couple of hours for Friday Night Football today. Out of the timeout, 3rd and 5 for the Eagles. Ball on their own 25-yard line. Quite a few wide receivers on the play. And it's an end around the sneak here and a big run for Simmers. He's all the way to the 20, breaks a tackle. Simmers to the 10 and pushed out of bounds. The Eagles get tricky, but Minot pointing to something back there, and it is a flag.
I'm trying to find a flag. There it is. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, what a play call there. Got all the way down to the 3, but it's going to come all the way back. Another holding call on this drive.
Offense on 57.
And again against the offense for Fargo Davies. Evan Lee going to get called for that one. It was over a 70-yard run right there by Bennett Simmers. Instead, it's called back, and now twice for the Eagles. Holding penalties have stopped this drive.
Footwork of Simmers there on the sideline. I thought he had stepped out, but great job keeping your feet in.
Backs Davies all the way to the 18. 32 seconds left. It will be 3rd down again. Minot 1 timeout remaining in the half. Davies has 2, and that was the perfect play for the Eagles, where Minot gave you some extra seconds right there. Maybe if you're thinking about slowing it down, you take the extra chance and get all the way well into field goal range, maybe even touchdown scoring position.
I don't know if we'd see it, but it'd be a heck of a time to call a play action pass. I mean, you
I've got the 2 receivers set now. A timeout by Coach Wermeyer to avoid the delay of game 2. And with that, we're going to step aside for just a quick second. Come back with the final 32 seconds of the second quarter. Minot leading 14-9. It's an FIBT timeout of the field.
This page is in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, we know there's a lot of games in crunch time right now in the 4th quarter, including one on the PSP network right now that we're going to talk about during our halftime report. We're only in the 2nd quarter. You're joining us live right now. The late start in Minot, 8 p.m. Central. So we still have a long ways to go, but still an important part of this game. Davies, a late first half drive. Thought they had something on a 70-yard run by Bennett Simmers. A holding call brings it back, and now 3rd down and 12. They'll toss it again. Tukshare around the right side, and he will not have enough for the first down. He's tackled inbounds. And a 4th down decision coming up, and Minot takes their 3rd timeout, trying to get the ball back and maybe break off another big play. It's happened twice for Minot. They've gone for 30+.
I like the timeout. A lot of things can happen. If you punt, there could be a problem with the snap. It could go over the head. It could be blocked. There's a number of things that can happen in 22 seconds, special teams. Or maybe they decide to go for it. You get stopped. There's a lot of things in play. I do like to tie him out by Coach Hendershot.
A quick second, just kind of take a look at the scope of 3A football as it starts this weekend. Fargo Davies, interesting expectations this year. You come off the state championship. You know that most of your skill position guys on offense and defense are not returning, and by the media poll, picked 2nd in the East. West Fargo Horrors ahead of them, but you also have West Fargo Cheyenne right behind them at number 4. West Fargo still a very solid team that's ushering in some more running backs as well to the party. So Davies, they got to weather the storm of 4 non-conference games, but the EDC is going to be packed this year for those 4 playoff spots. Not to mention Shanley just beat the number 1 team last night.
Yeah, in dramatic fashion. It's going to be, you have a feeling they're going to be beating up on each other out east.
Well, Davies has the offense out there trying to get Minot to jump. I think they've gotten him to do that 5 times already in the first half, but it won't happen here. And now Davies calls their 2nd timeout, actually their final timeout, it looks like. And they will punt the ball away.
Our boys in the out in Velva, the Star City, I believe.
Boy.
Velva just finally took the lead with under a minute to go. The first
not just took the lead, the first
of
points
the ball game. In that game, 6-0, pending an extra point now.
Most, I'd say 95% of my Hot Tots games had more runs than that.
Yeah, big score there. Like I said, under a minute left to go. Velva does take the lead in that one.
So it will be a punt in the end for Davies. Minot will have probably under 20 seconds to try and score. So you'll ask for a return. No return. Tariq Bell back deep, but he lets it bounce. So 13 seconds, no timeouts. And the ball at the 22.
I'm tempted because you got Ryder Sutton. He can create. You've got Bell. You've got the speedster. I'd be tempted to see what you can get on first down. Maybe try and get something out of bounds. But you played a heck of a first half. Probably just take a knee here.
Well, I mean, think back to the first play of the game. Minot decided to launch it down the field. They had Tariq Bell. He had a step on the defender. Just couldn't make the adjustment and the catch. So they had something with the deep ball.
I'd be playing guys back at about at least the 50 if I was Davies. Oh, they're going to line up.
They might not have.
They're going to take a knee.
Take the timeout, see what you get in the punt return game. Wasn't really anything there for Minot, but they have to be a really excited group right now going into the halftime with the lead. A 1-8 team in off-season to let that simmer. And they have come out and played a great first 24 minutes. Our Drums Collision Center halftime report comes up next. Minot 14, Davies 9. You're watching 3A football on the PSP Network.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved. Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
We started with small beginnings. And just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. PNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
The foundation of the financial planning approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Breathe in. I can't believe I wrecked my car.
There are some things in life we can't control, but what's important is how we respond.
At Jerome's Collision Center, they provide the highest quality of service, assuring the job gets done stress-free and making it feel like a breath of fresh air. And to give you peace of mind, they handle the insurance.
Are you even a therapist?
Don't worry about it. Jerome's, they're the experts. Jerome's.
On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, as we enter the Jerome's Collision Center halftime report, Minot High Magicians a 14-9 lead on the Fargo Davies Eagles. Eagles ranked number 3 in the state, defending state champions. So far, it has been an even battle for sure between Minot and Davies. Both have scored on the same amount of possessions. Both have given up the football with 1 punt each. I mean, the score right now, the real difference, Minot made that red zone stop, forced Davies into a field goal. That's the only reason why they have a 5-point lead right now.
You're right. They started out, Minot was 3 and out right away. Over 8-minute drive by Davies all the way down inside the 10-yard line. They get the big holding call. Minot stands, holds them to 3, that Nelson field goal. And then it's some big plays. You see, Bell, you get them out in space with that motion, that jet sweep. That was huge. Very nice first half by Gunville. And then it's Sutton. It's Sutton's ability to improvise, use his legs, throw on the run. We saw everything from him in that first half. But like you said, very competitive, very even matched. Both teams doing a great job answering each other.
Let's take a look at that first half scoring summary today.
Got started in that first quarter. It was the Nelson field goal for Davies, 27 yards out at the 2:17 mark. At that point, it was 3-0. And then, how about the answer? I mean, the Gunville 36-yard run. They do the hurry up. Sutton gets up there with the quarterback sneak 1 yard out. Extra point good. That was at the 8:53 mark, made it 7-3 at that point. And then the 6:06 mark, Tuchscher of that second quarter, 5 yards out. The extra point was not good. How about the Ludwig penalties? Those were huge. I mean, you get the personal foul, and then another huge penalty on a hold, but Minot still answers. It was Sutton, 13 yards out, gets us to at the half, 14-9, Minot High over Davies.
You know, I would have liked if we sent you down to the field for a little on-field interview like we're going to do in the post-game, so stick around for that. And talk to Chauncey Hendershot. They were pumped on the sideline after that first half. What's maybe the biggest thing they can hang their hat on for the first 24 minutes?
Handling the physicality, because that would be the first thing that really stood out, because these last couple matchups, Davies has dominated in that department. They're doing a pretty good job against that run game too. They are. It's guys like Eishorn in there getting some big reps, and Stevick was really good on the edge there at times in that first half, and just competing up front was the biggest thing to me. And then it's Sutton, just his ability to create, and you've seen. We talked about him last year and his ability to do this. He has improved. What a first half for Chauncey Hendershot's group.
This is the Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. They understand accidents happen. It's a part of life at Jerome's. Their goal is to help get you and your car back on the road. Your life as well, literally and metaphorically. Call 701-852-5126. Find Jerome's Collision Center. They've been doing it since 1975. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard across the state. The one that you already mentioned on air, Bryce, on the PSP Network tonight from Velva. A good rivalry matchup a little bit against Harvey Wells County in the non-conference. Scoreless until the final 2 minutes when Velva Drake Animus Garrison finally finds the end zone. A 6-0 win. I tell you what, Velva, they put up 44 last week against Valley City. I felt like they'd probably win that game, but to drop 44 with that kind of offense, obviously only 6-0 against Harvey, but you're 2-0 entering conference play.
And it's a little different rivalry, but like back in the day, that was pretty common to be, those 8-6, 14-7, 14-8 games were very common between those two teams. But hey, sometimes you win ugly. That's what it looks like. Velva, Drake Animus Garrison did that tonight. They'll take it. Redemption, because Harvey got them last year. Harvey defeated them.
That's right.
That was the regular season loss for Velva.
How about on the 3A side where we are at tonight? A couple finals already in, including a big one, maybe a shock to some. Bismarck Legacy against 4th-ranked Cheyenne. The Sabres 48-27 winners. Where's that offense coming from for the Sabres this year?
Well, you know what you and me are going to do. Once we get done, we're going to look at that, at least the box score on that, and get some information.
We'll be watching that one starting to finish.
Legacy's a young team replacing a lot of pieces. I know they've got some nice pieces still from last year, but they're replacing a lot of production from that team. Very impressive against a good Cheyenne football team.
Another one that's close to going final on the PSP network. Still a ways to go in the fourth quarter, but Bismarck has a big lead, 32-13 on West Fargo. We like the Demons to start the year. Preseason pick in PSP Minot's eyes, just because, I mean, the Demons, they have everybody back. They proved themselves last year, very close to winning the WDA. Came down to a close game against Century and also fought hard in the playoffs. I mean, that's a Mark Gibson team that is going to be nobody's favorite team to play this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't want any part of it. Mark Gibson, I don't care if it's late August, September, definitely not come playoff time, but a team that, I've said it, they're so good up front, great size, the physicality on the offensive and defensive line for that team. It's going to be tough to deal with the Demons.
One last score to get to a team we're going to see for the first time next week here in town. The Minot North Sentinels, a lead over 3A Williston. Of course, the Sentinels still playing 2A football. They went all the way to the state championship game last year. 35-14, the lead for North over the Williston Coyotes. 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Those scores thanks to our friends at North Dakota Scorefield. We'll see the Sentinels next week against Fargo South. The Bruins today roughed up pretty bad by the Dickinson Mavericks, 35-6. Second half action coming up after this. It's been the Jerome's Collision Center halftime report. Our BNC National Bank scoreboard shows Magi 14, Davies Eagles 9. We'll be back with more 3A football after this on the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by social media platforms. ESP Network, it's game day.
Need help fast. At ServPro, we're on the road within the hour, ready to restore what matters most. Our certified technicians arrive prepared, backed with decades of experience and advanced tools to handle any challenge. Inside, our team gets to work, quickly assessing the damage and getting straight to work. So you can breathe easy, knowing trained professionals are here when it matters most. Call ServPro in Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Fender bender, a big idea. The next chapter.
Different days have different needs.
But they all start the same way.
With one call to First Western.
Banking. Insurance. Trust.
Not departments, just different ways we show up for the same people.
First Western, all under one roof, all in your corner. You can bank on us.
Welcome to the UPS store. How can I help you today? From big, bold banners and yard signs to professional business cards, flyers, brochures, and more, we can help bring your ideas to life. The UPS store, 1940 South Broadway, Minot.
Well, Bryce, we got a little news to share to our PSP viewers.
Yes.
Next Wednesday, PSP Prime Time, going to be in a new location. Our cool studio is not cooler than Buffalo Wild Wings in Minot, North Dakota. Our Wednesday night show talking everything WDA and EDC and anything North Dakota high school sports. Bryce Gudick, myself, Owen Patterson, Dallas Hanson going to be joined by, do you know who our first lineup of guests are for Wednesday night?
Oh, I'm excited. I am very excited about this. Everett DeShaw.
Okay,
She's
Minot
coming.
volleyball.
Minot High volleyball.
Speaking of, Minot volleyball on Tuesday, and it's been said to me that it's a better pairing, me and Melissa Spelchin, than you and I. So I don't know what you want to take that.
I'm not even going to argue that. I have no argument against that. I know Spelch is excited. If you're listening, we're ready as well, Spelch. We're ready for Everett DeShaw to get back into action. Coming off that ACL tear, it's going to be great to have her back. And then we have Tiger Lee, and the story of what Tiger Lee's going through in the West Hope, Newburgh area. ALCL lymphoma, I believe it's called. If I didn't pronounce that right, I apologize. But his battle has started with that, with his chemo treatments. And we wish him the best. He's a great kid out there. West Hope's behind him. The Newburgh area is behind him. He's going to fight, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him. That's going to be great.
And that's next Wednesday. This coming up Wednesday live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Minot. Now to start the second half here between Fargo Davies and Minot High. Again, the 8 p.m. kickoff if your game has gone final. Thanks for joining us. Our third quarter is about to get started here on the PSP Network. And, well, one half that was very entertaining so far. Minot with a 14-9 lead. Of course, the story goes, two opposite seasons last year. For Minot High, it was statistically the worst year of Minot Magician football there has ever been in recorded history, but it has not deterred their focus throughout the offseason. It has only given them reason to bring back an even better team in 2026, a much improved team in 2026. Meanwhile, for Fargo Davies, finding the answers after losing a lot of their state championship winning team from a year ago in the Dakota Bowl. Minot will kick off to start the second half with the 5-point lead. Davies down by one possession, less than a touchdown. Another line drive kick, and it's going to end up in the end zone once again for a touchback. Scoreboard being brought to you today by BNC National Bank. Your life's busy, that's why they'll make managing your money easy. With location in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona, find BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Also, let's talk about this Davies offense, because that last drive before the half, that was about to be really interesting, if not for two holding penalties. Plain and simple, Davies just got to play clean, and they're going to have a lot of success.
And, dude, there were some big holding calls. We talked about them in that first half. You see the talent, though. You could see it. I like Simmers. I like Tuchscher a lot. Expect them to be heavily involved in this second half.
Tucker Cozen, the quarterback. Did notice not as much running as Xavier Muse, the starter, did last year. Cozen easing into running this run-first offense. Speak of, Cozen is going to run on first down, give him 4 yards, maybe 5 to the 25-yard line.
You've seen it. They've liked to go to that option look, and it's been to that left side of that offensive line.
Cozen not new to playing quarterback for Fargo Davies. Didn't play a whole lot last year. Really, the most action he had was in week 1 a season ago against Minot, where he ran for 16 yards and a touchdown. Played in 6 total games of Davies' 12 in a full season last year. Up the middle it goes. And a first down run for Talon Tuchscher.
I like that. Tuchscher making the first guy miss there. Very close to a first down.
They're not going to give him.
Maybe inches?
And no benefit of the doubt right there for Talon Tuchscher. Third down and very short for Fargo Davies.
5'10", 175 pounds. He runs angry.
You named all of those running backs not coming back from a season ago for Davies. There's another run, but I think that's a stop for Minot High. Another TFL by Stevick.
Davies there. Fratel's there. You said no gain on the play.
And it was.
Doesn't it just feel right seeing a Bedell wear 36 again?
Yes, absolutely.
I love seeing that. That's Grant Bedell out there.
4th and still only inches for Davies. They're going to have Kozin dive forward. That will be enough for the first down. And Minot trying to rip the ball away. Forward progress. Everything was stopped before then.
Wait till the whistle there.
Even losing the helmets.
It's going to be a first down.
Parker Fritel lost the helmet and all of that. Has to sit out for a play. Davies is more than capable of doing it, but to basically be the only team that touches the football here in the third quarter. Keep an obviously explosive-looking Minot offense on the sideline. Pretty sure they did that last year.
We've seen drives like that.
There's a big run. I'm pretty sure it was the third quarter last season when Davies and Minot met up. Davies had the football the entire third quarter. They were already up 42-0. It just kind of added insult to injury, but right now a very different football game.
Yeah, down 5 here, but like you said, I'm interested to see how much more they go to this option look and how much they trust Kozin making the read correctly, especially on that left side. They've loved that play.
Yeah, that was kind of the setup for it. That was Simmers, though, that takes the handoff. Davies has gotten noticeably trickier with their offense as the game has gone along. A lot of that first drive was just getting all 3 running backs a touch and getting them into the game, into the season, and now you really start to see Kozin being tasked with being the decision maker out there. Eagles have not attempted a pass yet today. This time it's Frederick. Frederick across the 50 will set up another third down and short. That is music to the ears of Coach Wayne Wermeyer, 3rd and 2.
You see it, Frederick. Just keep the feet moving. Follow your blocks. You're basically putting a helmet in the back of your offensive lineman there. Nice little gain. 3rd and manageable here for Davies.
Eagle offensive line. A lot of praise about them in the first half. They're led by a Division II commit at right guard, Matt DuBoard. To Minnesota State Moorhead. Not a running offense at all there with the Dragons, interestingly enough.
Congratulations to the Dragons. They were winners last night.
Oh, yeah.
My stepson is on the staff, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Shout
out,
a couple
Jersey.
tackles. That play took a while to get the runner down. Yeah, you were saying that he's going to do the interviews. Did he learn anything from you doing,
I don't know.
doing interviews?
He might want to listen to you.
Oh. Well, we're going to have Bryce on the field during our Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Postgame, talking with the Sport Clips MVP and the victorious head coach. Quite a PSP Network offseason, remembering how to do everything again.
Back into the mix.
1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. Davies run, and a little bit more run.
Oh, ball's down.
They were trying to give it to Frederick. I believe he got back on it.
Very fortunate.
First fumble scare of the day for Fargo Davies. Let's see it again on the run replay.
It looked like Minot High had an opportunity there, but Davies is going to retain possession.
Yeah, just missed the handoff entirely. It's one of those where Kozin had to hand it off with the left hand. They were crossing paths. Yep. It's such a dangerous looking offense, but somehow the Eagles are able to execute so much.
And you're in tight there. You could get hit. There's a number of things that can happen with that handoff.
Now this is what the last play should have looked like. A handoff to Frederick, and he powers ahead for 7.
You see Minot, though, they're making a lot of substitutions on that defensive line. You've seen Kyle Lentz into the game. Rulin's come in. They're really subbing guys in and out, trying to keep them fresh. Sullivan coming off the field.
Still making subs, and Minot didn't trust themselves to get on and off the field in time, and we'll have to burn an early second half timeout. It's brought to you by First International Bank and Trust. We'll hear from them during the break of the PSP Network.
There's pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
Well, you're talking about defensive personnel there before the timeout for Minot. Part of the reason, actually all the reason why they need to call a timeout. One player on the Minot High defense not coming back from a season ago and not because of graduation. One of the top athletes in the state, Anthony Alexander, middle linebacker. He's out in California now for his senior season. That's a big loss for Minot's defense, but they've slid Jalen Gunville into the middle. They've also brought up Braden Eishorn to play that linebacker spot. They found some solutions.
Yeah, I love Alexander. He is greatly missed. The guy can blitz off the edge, very physical, create turnovers.
Not joking when we say it, one of the best all-around athletes there was in North Dakota high school football. Got a player down for Minot. Pretty solid run there for Davies. Will set up a 4th down and 2. You got to believe they're going to go for it, even with their incredible kicker, Colby Nelson. But we got to check on the injury first for Minot. It was
like
Gunville.
Yeah. It is Gunville at that linebacker position. They helped him up.
Well, it was well known that Minot had all kinds of issues with keeping the running backs healthy last year. Blake Anderson, poised for a big senior season, never really was 100% after the Davies game. And now Gunville, the starting running back and linebacker, in Anderson's same spot. He's limping off the field. 4th and 2. Davies going for it. They've had the ball for half the quarter already. Handoff. Tyler Frederick. That's a 1st down run. Follow the blocks, and they will show you the way to a 1st down gain.
No secret what they're going to do. Get behind the board. Follow him. 4th down conversion there, keeping the drive alive. Almost 6 minutes here.
Junior offensive lineman there, Sam Rick, the pulling guard, led the way. He's 280. Ball at the 30 for Fargo Davies. Well, there's 6 minutes gone in the 3rd quarter, and Minot has not gotten close to getting the football. Well, one time they did on a fumble. 5-yard pickup on 1st down for the Eagles. Another run by Tuchscherer.
Yeah, you see the confusion there. You thought the guy on the edge might have had the ball there for a second. A couple Minot defenders did. They're doing their job, but nice little run by Tuchscherer there on 1st down.
Davies Eagles 11 wins a season ago. And 4 out of the 6 teams in each conference make the playoffs. In these first 4 weeks, just figure out your identity. Davies already knows what their identity is. Towards the pylon, and it is a rushing touchdown for Bennett Simmers.
Simmers, we saw that on that big run in the 1st half. I know it was negated by penalty, the ability to make you miss. Then you see the jets of Simmers 25 yards out into the end zone, giving Davies the lead.
Cullen Cisco tried to make one last effort to push him out of bounds early, but Simmers got to the end zone, just sneaking in the corner, and Davies, their 2nd touchdown run today. They lead 15-14. Simmers, the 5'9", 185 junior, ran the ball just 6 times last year. He's probably gone over that today. Here comes a 2-point conversion, trying to make this a field goal game. They will hand it. No, Kozin kept it in the stomach there of Tuchscherer for a long time, and then sneaks across the goal line for the 2-point conversion, and Davies does take that 3-point lead. 5:17 to go, 3rd quarter. Eagles 17-14 in front. You're watching 3A football on the PSP Network.
Find the full line at Swenson RV and Marine in Minot and Bismarck, or online at swensonrv.com.
Well, it is the first full high school football Friday on the PSP Network, brought to you by Bones Barbecue Sauce, a true North Dakota original created and bottled right here in ND. Premium barbecue sauce is perfect on anything from ribs to burgers, and I remember this ad read from a year ago. I even tried it, Bryce. Broccoli. Find it today at your local grocery store, Cashwise Marketplace, at Family Fair. The only way you can get me to eat broccoli is with some Bones barbecue sauce.
Sounds delightful. I've yet to try the broccoli, but I will.
Kickoff by the Eagles, going to sail onto the goal line. A touchback for Minot High. Let's go back to the Bennett Simmers touchdown run on the Ryan Rewind.
I love it here. Do you see it, that speed burst, his ability to get to the edge, to the pylon? They got something with Simmers and Tuchscher. They do. It reminds me a lot of last year and the pieces they had. You know, you're talking about Tesh, you're talking about Mathiasen and Fisher. They've got some pieces in that backfield.
Just trying to carry on that offensive tradition since Coach Wermeyer stepped into the role of head coach. All right, Minot's first offensive drive of the second half starts at the 5:17 mark of the third. Ryder Sutton, the quarterback, going to take it right up the middle of the field. Sutton turn on the Jets at the 50. Ryder Sutton being tracked down. Are they going to get him? No!
There are no flags. 80 yards later, Sutton, his third rushing touchdown of the ball game.
From 80 yards, going the distance, Ryder Sutton. He thought maybe that Knox Collins had a chance to catch him. Made a decision there to try and dive for the ankles, but Ryder Sutton was gone. And Minot, after they sat on defense for close to 7 minutes, it takes them 14 seconds to respond.
I mean, just the design run calls with Sutton. He's so dangerous, making a number of players miss. How about the speed there? I'm impressed. I think he runs about it's around a 4.7 on the 40. I mean, you saw it there.
PAT is going to be blocked by the Eagles. That's important. Would have been a 4-point game. Now it stays at 3, but in Minot's favor. 80-yard touchdown run for Ryder Sutton, his third rushing score. The quarterback has legs too.
It's on the schedule every week.
We try to make your first experience the best experience. It's not only for your body, but it's for your mental health as well.
They really care about their clientele. What is too high a price for physical independence and for good health?
If you've been thinking about doing personal training or joining a gym for that matter, just go and do it and get started.
Whether you're 20, 30, 40, 70, whether you're trying to build muscle, lose weight, doesn't matter.
Well, you don't kick off the only game at 8 p.m. on a Friday night, and it's not the most entertaining one of the day. Minot and Davies, probably the most fun matchup of the weekend on paper. You've got the defending state champs. What are they going to look like? You knew exactly what Minot was going to look like. They just had to perform better than 1-8 from a season ago. And wow, has this one delivered. 5:03 left in the third quarter. Minot takes the lead 20-17 on an 80-yard touchdown run from Ryder Sutton, his third rushing score. Who was guessing that was going to happen tonight?
14 seconds. So in 14 seconds it took for them to score the one play, 80 yards out. Sutton's been terrific. Starting to wonder, maybe try and sneak him in at defense. They're rotating everyone. I saw Sutton play defense at the scrimmage.
Yeah.
He's an animal back there. Smart kid. He played linebacker. He played safety. I know the risk with the injury, but he can do it.
Another good-looking return, and here come the flags. I think every referee on the field except for one threw a flag, and I think one even came out of the stands.
They're all in the same area, too. Great toss. Look at those.
Yeah, wow. That was the Credence Energy Services play of the game right there by all of our officials.
Great toss. They're all in the vicinity, so.
Well, we saw all kinds of penalties in the first half, and must have been an obvious one against somebody.
The block, yeah, block in the back on someone.
Turn. Holding.
Holding.
Turn team number 87.
Shows you what I know.
First down.
I think another sponsor of ours on the PSP Network, Northern Plains Heating and Air, bringing you the keys to the game. They also WR broadcasts today. New installation upgrades, all your furnace and AC needs. Again, call Dylan today at 222-2155 at Northern Plains Heating and Air. Drive will start at the Davies 10. Crowded around their starting quarterback, Tucker Cozen. First career start happening today. And he's got a great running back core, really making their first impacts of their careers as well. Bennett Simmers, who had the last rushing touchdown. Again, he comes into this year, last season, 6 carries, 15 yards. Tyler Frederick last year, 9 carries, 97 yards. Talon Tukshier, 5 carries, 31 yards. He got a touchdown at least. Those were part of 13 different ball carriers a season ago, but not a lot of action until right now.
Yeah, and they're looking good. As this game goes along, you can see it. The offensive line starting to leave their mark in this game here for Davies, kind of wearing down the defensive front of Minot High.
Fumbled snap.
Ball's out.
Minot pointing their way.
Referee's down. What an athlete. The white hat.
Well, I think a Davies player was already injured, and then the referee tripped over him. Minot's got a player down.
I think it's a cramp.
And the Magi picked it up.
See it, the football on the ground. I don't know who came out with it.
Just a fumbled snap.
Pile.
And somebody in the right place for Minot. I believe that was Bedell from the number that was almost impossible to see right there.
How about that? We see some players dealing with some cramps. Ludwig starting to cramp up here, but big turnover for Minot High.
Fargo Davies, a team that last year won the turnover battle plus 12. They turned the ball over 9 times in 12 games, and that was their first turnover this season. It gives Minot the ball in the Serve Pro red zone.
Yeah, a team that was plus 13 last year in turnover margin was Davies.
Minot scored on one play on their last drive. It was from the other 20-yard line. A Ryder Sutton keeper. He's alone in the backfield right now on 1st down and 10 at the Davies 18. He'll look to throw. Pump fakes. Has a man over the middle. Tariq Bell turns, and he's into the end zone.
I think it's going to be roughing. I think the penalty will be roughing the quarterback here. Sutton don't care. He gets up to go celebrate with Bell. 18 yards out.
We'll wait on the call. I think it's a personal foul against Davies. It's not going to matter.
Taking a while. They're going to discuss here.
Also probably ask Minot where to enforce that, I guess. While they talk, let's take a look at our Ryan Family Dealerships. Well, let's bring it back now.
Crew's doing a good job tonight. They really are. Get together, get it right.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Touchdown is good.
52, I believe.
And time.
Half distance, and that probably makes Minot think, let's go for 2. Here is the touchdown replay. Bell catch and just turn the corner, and there was nobody there to stop him. First touchdown pass today for Minot, and with 1 yard closer to the end zone, they will try for the 2-point conversion. If it's good, it's an 11-point game. Rushing a player onto the field late are the Magicians. Sutton operates from the shotgun. Another throw, got to get it out quick. Throws it to the goal line. Bell had it in his hands and then dropped it. Well, it's probably better if that's on the conversion rather than the touchdown. Let's look at that score once again as we go to break. 4:04 to go in the third quarter. Minot, their biggest lead of the day, 26-17.
Lunch specials? That's right, $9.99 from 11 to 2. Come dine for just $9.99. Short on time? Order online. Still just $9.99. Stop by and check out Wing City's new menu items as well. Remember, come dine for $9.99. Short on time? Order online. Still only $9.99. Enjoy a lunch so fine for only $9.99. Wing City, for the best wings in Bismarck.
Two plays, 2 touchdowns in the second half for the Minot High offense. Ryder Sutton, an 80-yard touchdown run, and then an 18-yard touchdown completion, his first passing touchdown of the season to his old buddy Tariq Bell.
One play again on that drive. You see that kind of that quick fake, and it just throws the defense. Bell right in the middle. Delivery by Sutton. We're going to say that. I have a feeling say that a few times this year.
Oh, we're hoping to for Minot High. Last year, unbelievably, almost 3 touchdown connections. That was it. Well, they're a third of the way there in week 1 here in 2026. Ryder Sutton, he accounted for 10 total touchdowns, 4 total touchdowns, 3 rushing, 1 passing for Ryder Sutton tonight, the quarterback for Minot High. Davies now almost starting to feel like must score to keep up with the Magicians. Only 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, down 26-17. Now their last drive turned the ball over on a fumbled snap. Minot had too many men. Lucky that Davies didn't snap that quicker, or else it would have been another penalty. Had the makings of a big run. That play's not over yet. It is a first down carry for Tuchscherer.
Yeah, comes out of there, keeping the feet moving.
Forward progress never stopped right here.
Yeah, great job, the second effort. Looking at the sideline here at Minot High, Gunville is still limping around, so we'll have to see his status.
They've taken his helmet for the time being. Well, the only injury scare so far, Ludwig was cramping a little bit.
And obviously, you're going to see a lot of that in the beginning of the year. It's going to be both sides and dealing with that.
And I think we've got another player shaking up right now for Minot, and I think it's the same story. The cramps, that's Cullen Cisco who is down. And now everybody deciding to do a little bit of stretching. We had Bell. I think Cisco more of a knee injury here.
Some pickle juice out, get some electrolytes. Trainer's working overtime right now.
Not your typical hot August Friday for week 1. Usually it's around 90 degrees still, but not the case today. A lot of cloud cover overhead. Now, of course, well into the night in Minot. First down for Davies. Here is Frederick. 5 yards as a time. That is a great sign for Davies to continue doing that against the Minot defense.
You see it once again, though. They keep subbing in on that defensive line, throwing different bodies in. 54, Reichen McGinnis now into the ball game, getting some reps. I like that. Early, say, hey, let's try and keep it fresh. You know, some bodies, it's, you know, the ability to sustain drives that what Davies does so well.
Here's a drop back pass, first one of the day, and wide open down the field. Davies doesn't hit it.
You see it, he's trying to adjust. That was Kungle, I believe. Chase Kungle, number 13, had a step in the middle of the field.
Hey, when you throw it for the first time And under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, you're going to catch the defense by surprise. That should have been a touchdown for Davies. Instead, an incompletion, and it's 3rd down and 4.
Warmeyer knows it, too. He knows he had him. They made the right call at the right time, just unable to connect.
Back to the ground. It's Frederick, and he's loose. Tyler Frederick, a cut into his own player, and that helps the Magi rally. Another possible touchdown play for Davies, but nonetheless a pickup of close to 30 for Tyler Frederick.
I think it was Tuchscher.
It was.
Sorry.
All right, swing and a miss for the first time today.
Okay. It's getting dark. The numbers are kind of tough to see.
No excuses, Bryce.
Yeah.
That was Talon Tuchscher with the 30-yard run.
Play like a champion. Great run. Minot High's fortunate he didn't score there. That little cutback hitting his own player.
This time it's Frederick. There's 5 yards. Davies down by 9. Driving into Minot territory. A Magi defense that you looked at that defensive line a lot last year, got pushed around in basically every game, but today against probably the toughest offensive line they're going to face from the East. And this rushing attack, they have held their ground when backed up against the red zone. Tuchscher again, right side running, breaks free. Talon Tuchscher having a big second half and add another touchdown to his day. Frederick, he was running the football instead.
They look so similar. It's tough. 20 yards later, making defenders miss. It's the yards after contact right now in the second half for Davies.
Tyler Frederick, the touchdown run. And it's a one-possession game again, and the kicker, Colby Nelson, is back out to try the PAT.
Nelson to attempt the point after.
And a minute 52 left in the third. Another low snap, got the hold down, and the kick is good for Nelson. 26-24. Tyler Frederick, touchdown run for Fargo Davies. A couple of big plays on that drive for the Eagle offense.
Tracker, we know the most precious memories are those spent together. From sharing the joys of fishing, to watching the grandkids wipe out on a tube. Spending the day just relaxing with your significant other or laughing away the evening with your friends. These are the moments you'll remember forever, and they're all made possible by SunTracker.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Minot and Bismarck or online, swensonrv.com.
Well, this Davies offense, hard to figure out who has the ball and also hard to stop in this second half. The only mishap has been their own doing, a fumbled snap. They trail 26-24 to the homestanding Minot High Magicians. High kick end over end will be returned from the 1-yard line. Bell's going to bring it to the 15. Maybe not the expectation today, Bryce, but this could be a 30-30 kind of game. We are yet to enter into the fourth quarter, and right now, no defense has gotten a stop despite that fumble recovery in the second half.
I think stops are going to be hard to come by. I just said that to you. I think it's going to struggle. You see Sutton, he's just cooking. It's the run game. You see him in the pass game hitting Bell. They just haven't had an answer, and it's been the offensive line now on Davies' side. They're imposing their will. They've really taken over this second half. Could be another big turnover maybe in this game, and a lot of game left, but the offenses are starting to click here for sure.
So far, the Minot offense at a 100% success rate in the second half. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns. Corbin Kraft, the new running back with Gunville still on the sideline, goes for 9.
I like this look, that little get Kraft in the backfield, get him some touches. ran the ball pretty well with his opportunities here tonight.
How much do you maybe go to the passing game with how well the run game has even gone for Minot High? Do you kind of save it a little bit, get Davies to play up?
I just trust Sutton. I'd say, hey, I'm going to give you the option. You want to keep it, you can do it. Read the defense. He's made it the correct calls all night long.
Davies jumping again. Minot doesn't react, so Davies can get back out of the neutral zone. And a messed up handoff there. Sutton wrangled to the ground by the Eagles. Watch this tackle again on the Ryan replay.
It's been the linebacker position, and it's been Luke Conroy blowing things up.
There's a 3rd down and 2.
Little confusion there. I don't know if he wanted to hand it off to Kraft or not, but
I feel like that was the plan. Sutton just trying to improvise on it. No gain, 3rd down and 2. Davies crowd definitely being heard on this play. Receivers to the far side. Sutton going to sprint out that way. Pressure on him immediately. Hit as he throws. It's wobbling in the air and still caught. Robbie Spraggs with a huge catch.
Oh boy, did Sutton take a hit too. Hey, get rid of the football. Give your guy a shot. Spraggs comes down with it. What a huge catch.
As seen a second time on the Ryan replay for 50 years. Ryan's been a trusted name for car buyers in Western North Dakota. Shop their entire inventory at driveryan.com. Visit more than 5 locations in Minot and Williston. And with that, we will enter the 4th quarter. Minot High moves the chains, and now the final 12 minutes are put on the clock with Minot leading 26-24. This is a presentation of 3A football on the PSP Network.
Is proudly brought to you by
Excitement building at Dwayne Carlson Stadium for the 4th quarter tonight. Minot leading 26-24. They have the football after a crazy play to end the 3rd. Ryder's son survived a big hit. Now he hands the ball off, and Corbin Kraft.
It's going to come back.
The new running back is going to enjoy a wide open sprint to the house, but as we have seen a lot tonight, there is some laundry in the backfield.
I'm not sure who they got. It was thrown pretty early there as soon as Kraft got on the edge.
Goes against Cale Risbrook.
We've seen it a number of times. Some big holding calls in this game. They might got something here. I said it. I like Kraft in the backfield.
They just had
a nice little look.
It's been maybe a talking point for the coaching staff, where it's such a deep wide receiver group of guys a class ahead of Kraft. You have to find him a way to get the football somehow, some way, and it has been in the backfield tonight.
And you see Gunville exited this game. He's been walking the sideline with I think it might be an ankle injury. I don't want to assume anything, but he hasn't been back. You've seen Cisco back there, but they've elected to go to Kraft here in this second half.
So the holding penalty negates a 67-yard touchdown run by Corbin Kraft, and Minot will now face 1st down and 18. And they will call their 2nd timeout of the half. Offense really wasn't on the same page. They were barking out signals to someone. Wasn't being interpreted. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field. Just getting started with the 4th quarter. Magi by 2 on the PNC National Bank scoreboard.
Approach at Legacy Financial Partners is a personal relationship. Our unique and collaborative approach to financial planning starts with your dreams, not just the numbers. We will work with you regularly to take action to update your plan as your needs evolve, recommending products and services that are right for your situation.
Founded in 1910 and growing to serve rural and urban communities across Arizona, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. It's First International Bank and Trust bringing the timeouts on the PSP Network today. Number one in your picture right there, Ryder Sutton has accounted for all 4 touchdowns for Minot today. 3 running, 1 passing. What does he have left in the fourth quarter to try and secure Minot's first win of 2026? It'll be a deep throw down the sideline with Kraft one-on-one. And he tried to draw some contact there instead of going for the football. It's incomplete.
That's Tuchscher on the back end there. Great coverage. Kind of step for step there with Kraft. You got to do as a receiver there, just try and come back to the football.
Because that also could force the flag too.
Correct. You see a lot of receivers will do that at the upper levels. They'll come back to the football, draw those penalties.
Second and long for Minot. Already this drive had a long touchdown run brought back by a holding. Kraft, who had that house call called back, is going to be gobbled up by the Davies defense. Everybody in that defensive formation credited with the tackle right there.
You see some more different bodies coming in. Bullinger coming in. Mac Bullinger coming into the ball game now for Minot High. Some different wideouts. You see Ludwig, he's been dealing with some cramps. He's on the sideline. No Pallotta like we had talked about.
Well, Matt DeBoard, the two-way lineman for Davies, he was slow to get up. Probably just more exhausted than anything. I mean, it plays every single snap of this game on the line of scrimmage. Another third down, this time much longer.
Gonna get a delay here.
And unless Minot used their third and final timeout of the game, which Coach Hendershot did, they will stay at third down and 15 yards to go. So Minot, with 11 minutes and 9 seconds left, no way to stop the clock in what has been a close game. Have to find a way, if this game comes down to the wire, to do so, but want to make sure that you get your best look on 3rd and 15 rather than 3rd and 20. Keep this drive alive.
You can see how it's affecting them because they've got some fresh bodies in there. So the communication a little off for Minot High, but like you said, burn the timeout, get your play call, get it right, but just circle that. 11:09 left, no timeouts in a 2-point game.
Davies, on the other hand, has all 3. They play pretty deep here on a obvious passing down for Minot.
Screen.
Sutton on his back foot, throws and it's intercepted. Receiver fell down and it was picked off.
Sutton's pass intercepted by Kungle.
You are absolutely right.
Chase Kungle, the pick for Fargo Davies, and they will set up shop inside the Surf Pro red zone.
It looks like they had it set up there pretty decent, too. A lineman letting the D-line through, but running back falls down. Big turnover.
One more
set
look
up in
on
business.
the Ryan replay. They get it right there, but you see the intended target. It was only linemen standing around there to catch for Minot. And Kungle with the giant interception for Davies, and the turnover battle is back to even. 1 apiece. Minot scored a touchdown off of their fumble recovery in this same area of the field, and now the Eagles trying to do the same and take the lead. Frederick bounces off an additional hit and is going to be given an 8-yard gain.
They're starting to go. The offensive line, you see it there for the first game. Not a lot of hands on the hips. They're saying we're running the ball right at you. Huge here in the second half. It's Frederick, Tuchscher, and really starting to impose their will.
Tyler Frederick, the last touchdown run for Fargo Davies, brought him within 2 points. And now you stop Minot for the first time all second half. To add to that, a takeaway inside the 20-yard line. Thinking touchdown, nothing else for the Eagles right here. There they go to Frederick again, still moving the legs. He might be in. It's a Davies touchdown.
It's yards after contact. Frederick into the end zone. The lead is Davies. 7 yards out on that one.
See this play from the start on the Ryan Family Dealerships replay reel. A broken tackle at the line of scrimmage through the arms of Spragues, and then just never stopped once he got to the 2-yard line. Minot bodies all over him. But Tyler Frederick, another rushing score, and Davies is back in the lead, 30-26. And here comes another 2-point conversion to make sure they lead by a full touchdown. Tucker Cozen under center. He carries out the option and will keep it himself, slides across the goal line, and the 2-point conversion is successful for the Davies Eagles. One more look at the Tyler Frederick touchdown run. Our high-scoring second half continues, 32-26. Davies Eagles in the lead.
Contracting builds more than structures. They build confidence. Your trusted partner in commercial construction across North Dakota, they handle everything from planning to final delivery. Whether it's steel, industrial, or retail, AECM builds with precision and safety. Their hands-on approach keeps your project on time and on budget. Build better with AECM. Call Tim at 701-818-0099 or visit aeconstructionmanagement.com.
Minot's first non-penalty mistake of the night. An interception thrown by Ryder Sutton trying to set up a 3rd and 15 screen is picked off by Chase Kungle. And Davies appropriately responds to that with a touchdown to go up 32-26. But you feel like if you're maroon and gold on the Minot side to have really no fear at all right now.
Yeah, the pickle juice is out now. Ludwig's got the pickle jar down there just trying to do whatever he can to get back in the game. A number of Minot players dealing with cramps. I'm impressed with the conditioning of Davies here. The offensive line is ready to go, saying we're going to run the football every down. They look terrific.
The touchback to bring Minot out to their own 20-yard line to start this next drive. 10:04 to go, fourth quarter. Davies leading 32-26. When this game goes final, we'll have the Shots Crossroads Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Shots Crossroads is your post-game headquarters. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. Starting to see a lot of team buses pass through Minot now in the middle of the day, traveling all over for non-conference football games. Had a good one on the PSP Network in Velva tonight. A Demon victory in Bismarck. Had an upset by Shanley, unranked Shanley over number 1 Century yesterday. And now we close it with, I'd call it the best one of the week on PSP Network between Davies and Minot High. And the Magicians, again, don't have the right personnel out there.
They got it off.
Yeah, play clock was at 0.
Oh, the ball's
Sutton has it stripped. It bounces right back to him. That is as lucky as it gets. No delay of game, and the ball bounces right back into his arms.
Stevick races out there, does get set. Gotta love the turf. The bounce on the turf goes the way of Minot High.
Could not be more perfect. Every shortstop that's ever lived wished they had a bounce that nice.
2nd down and 4.
2nd down and 3. Still working with multiple tight ends here are the Magi.
Looks like they're almost going to an unbalanced look here.
Corbin Kraft going to run behind both tight ends, Spragues and Stevick. First down run by the junior Corbin Kraft.
That's patience. That's Spragues. That's Stevick over on that right side. The patience by Kraft, enough to get the first down.
Corbin Kraft, a wrestler in the non-football season, following the family tradition of doing that. He's probably one of the tougher players to tackle and get on the ground. And he has become the running back, the feature running back for Minot in the second half with no Jalen Gunville. Sutton with the draw. He keeps it himself, trying to set up some blocks. Now he cuts through the defense on his own. Ryder Sutton, the wheels on display again. Cuts it back, splits the defense. Another touchdown run for Sutton.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, What do you do? I mean, he's just eluding defenders all night long.
You won't believe he got through this.
69 yards later into the end zone.
Ryder Sutton's 4th rushing touchdown today, and they've gotten better each and every time.
Oh my gosh. Some great, I didn't catch who it was. I think it might have been Stevic had a great block out there on the edge.
There's the point after try by Solper. It's good. Ryder Sutton, 5 touchdown day, and you probably believe that it won't have to be done just yet. A Minot High lead, 33-32, 8:47 to go in the ball game on the PSP Network.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's going to go. So
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Deserves to be seen again. 69-yard touchdown run by Ryder Sutton on the Ryan replay. That is going to be appearing on the first Davies Dimes of the new year.
You just think he's running out of bounds saying, no, I'm not going to get hit.
That's not a quarterback play right there.
No, I mean, you're just thinking, yeah, it's a great game, get out of bounds. Nope, freeze. He's had three juke moves alone tonight. The stiff arm as well. This kid is special. I am telling you.
Just a junior as well. 33-32 lead for Minot on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. They will kick away to the Davies Eagles, an offense that at the same time has been scoring at a crazy pace in the second half. So no lead is safe tonight, especially since it's been one possession this entire second half. I mean, you just think how we started. The third quarter, Davies had the ball for 6 minutes. They score. All right, that was the plan. Maybe limit the possessions. Minot gets an 80-yard touchdown run in the very next play from scrimmage by Sutton. They get the takeaway, another one-play drive, and it has just been furious ever since.
I'm going to need another sheet of paper here, Owen, and I'm going to need some oxygen to go through this at the end of the game.
You should give it to Ryder Sutton first.
The score sheet is filling up quick. 65 total points here tonight.
Who's got it for Davies? Talent Tukeshare does.
Tukeshare, nice job. Gunville is gutting it out. He is back out there at that linebacker position. Good news for Minot High fans.
Yeah, he spent a long time on the stationary bike. And just walking up and down the sideline, stretching out, and he's back in the game now for the final 8.5 minutes. 3 running backs set for Fargo Davies. This is the normal. Tyler Frederick goes in motion. Tucker Cozen going to give it. Minot didn't see it. And a big gashing touchdown run from Bennett Simmers is going to put Fargo Davies up by 5.
My goodness, 70, I believe it's 78, if I have it right.
That's a good number.
Up the gut, untouched.
Bennett Simmers, I think all the running backs each have 2 touchdowns now. Frederick had the last 2. Simmers with multiple touchdowns.
Coach Wermeyer said he liked this group back there. Very capable guys in Simmers and Tukeshare and Frederick. And I mean, this looks like a carbon copy.
I was just going to say the only thing that's changed is the names.
Yeah, that's it.
8 minutes exactly to go in our game. Another 2-point conversion for Davies. Still trying to make this a 7-point lead, and they sure do. Very good on the 2-point conversions today are the Eagles. I'm not sure how many people would have ventured to guess we'd have 73 points in this game, but still, this scoring is not close to being done. 40-33, Davies with the lead on the PSP network.
How can I help you today? From big, bold banners and yard signs to professional business cards, flyers, brochures, and more, we can help bring your ideas to life. The UPS Store, 1940 South Broadway, Minot.
Made Dakota Square Arco their favorite convenience store. It could be the quality of the Arco fuel, the great selection of snacks, drinks, and convenience items, the amazing touchless car wash, including their monthly car wash club, the clean restrooms, or the free air. Most of all, it's the warm, friendly customer service. See for yourself at Dakota Square Arco, 1520 24th Avenue Southwest in Minot.
Well, we stole all the touchdowns from Velva, North Dakota today. A 6-0 game on the PSP network earlier tonight. 40-33 for those that like the offense a little bit more here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium. Not to say defense has played like terrible today, but I mean, it's just been, the offense has been too good here in week one.
I mean, this is just, we said it, it's cliche to say it, I know, but whoever has the football last is probably going to win this game. But, I mean, we've had touchdowns of 69 yards, 78, 80. We've seen turnovers. We've seen, I mean, a quarterback performance that is – that's going to be talked about by Sutton, and then Davies just saying, hey, you keep giving us the ball. We're going to continue to run it up the middle with our three-headed monster back there. And now Sutton's chance to answer.
8 minutes for Minot, down by 7. They'll throw out to Tariq Bell. And Davies quickly gets an arm on him before that was another huge play in the passing game.
Good to see Ludwig back out there, too. He was chugging the pickle juice jar. One of those gallon jars. He was chugging it. He's a really good blocker out there. I know nothing really glamorous about a wide receiver blocking, but he does a great job. Look at that
Same
block
play
right
to the
there.
other side, Tariq Bell. This one's for more. To the 46-yard line.
Ludwig's loving it. He's probably saying, do it again.
21 yards right there.
Oh, and it's going to be interesting to see the total offensive numbers here tonight.
Counting that one up tonight.
Oh.
Again, Davies hasn't completed a pass either. It's been all rushing for them.
Again.
Screen pass to Tariq Bell, just flipping sides. There he goes, another first down. Tariq Bell into the red zone. A gain of 26.
It's Ludwig. It's the size. It's the problem for these corners out there for Davies. I'm looking at Knox going, you got to play fast and just try and blow that up. Blow that up right away. Try and start a pile. Make him switch directions. But Ludwig been terrific blocking on the edge.
29 seconds, 3 plays, 60 yards for Minot. All of them have been screen passes to Tariq Bell. Now from the 19, a give to Corbin Kraft. Patient running, but eventually he took too much time.
Had to give Bell a little break there. They said, hey, let's give Kraft a carry. See if we can break one here. Still a lot of time. We still got over 7 minutes.
Still half the quarter.
I mean,
you mentioned it earlier. I want to go back to it. Corbin Kraft, this is his first varsity game playing running back. His first carries ever, and he looks like a veteran running back right now.
You're going to be seeing that a lot. I mean, I know it's the first game of the season, but they love it. They love the look they're getting with him.
Looking for another screen. Now they go up top. A jump ball. Was it caught in bounds? It was. It's a Davies interception.
You can see it. What a play. High point in the ball.
Brady Vetter, he's had a tough night today trying to tackle people. But an interception right here is a gigantic play for Fargo Davies. Keeps it with one hand.
I just kind of wonder.
Trying to go for Ludwig.
I don't like to question the play call, but you've had all this success with Bell on the edge and Sutton running. Try and get Ludwig. I know he's got the matchup. I know, but great job by Vetter there. You said it. He struggled at times back there in the secondary, but huge play.
Second interception by Ryder Sutton today. Last year, the interceptions, 11, outweighed the touchdowns for him. And so far, I mean, you don't count the rushing touchdowns. On the passing side, 1 touchdown to 2 picks. Touchback will bring the ball out to the 20 for Davies. Trying to get some separation now, up by 7, and before the play, a timeout by the Eagles, their first in the second half. We will step aside. An INT for Fargo Davies when we've been all about TDs today. Defense coming to play late.
Meet unforgettable flavor. Welcome to Beowulf Craft Kitchen and Lounge. Upscale casual dining crafted with care, paired with an exceptional selection of wines and bourbons. A place for family fun and nights meant just for 2. Or gather with friends to watch the game in our reimagined lounge, all overlooking Beowulf Golf Club, North Dakota's #1 rated course. Beowulf Craft Kitchen and Lounge. Come experience Chef Barry's fusion of flavors.
Our first Friday night of football on the PSP Network, brought to you by Bones Barbecue Sauce. And this is the finale of the triple header today. Fargo Davies and Minot High back to it on the PSP Network. And Davies out of the timeout, a 1-yard pickup. Second down and 9. Be facing the Fargo Davies Eagles.
And another player cramping, looks like Spraggs.
Brings up second down and 9.
Oh, nice job by the referee there. Wants the music off.
Let the tunes keep going tonight.
It's still
I think the iPad's frozen.
Oh, hold on. We'll get it off.
I guess we're going to wait for the music to shut off.
Hey, there we go.
It's just too good of a song right there.
Rusty in the booth too. We're rusty.
We were
everywhere.
We were today.
Yeah.
Second down and 9 for Fargo Davies. Here's a give. That's Simmers tumbling ahead. First down run, give him 10 yards.
At this point, I know the 6-minute mark.
Put away drive right here for Davies. Has to be.
There's got to be some type of turnover created. A ball on the ground, a fumble, something. Got to create a punch out if you're Minot High.
I think for the Eagles, it's kind of the situation. You always see it. You've got the touchdown lead, scoring too soon could be at the detriment. Minot has no timeouts. 2-possession game under 2 minutes. Very unlikely of a comeback then. Simmers in motion. They will hand off to him.
I
think he got blocked by his own team right there. I think the tackle goes to the Eagles on that play.
I don't know how you score that one. Whoever's the nearest defender.
Tackle made by Bedell.
Well, once again, our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up once this one goes final. Bryce will be down on the field with the victorious head coach. That's going to be a fun interview. Also, our Sport Clips MVP. You know, I mean, for both coaches, Coach Wermeyer won the state championship with his team last year. I think maybe a little bit of questions. What team does he have this season? Well, obviously, he stayed true to this offensive game plan, and defense made plays for him at the end. And for Coach Hendershot, he's been excited. He's been waiting for week 1 ever since the Williston game last year to turn things around again for Minot High football.
See a nice little misdirection again on that one.
I'm not sure that was a first down.
I don't think they know.
Chain started to move, but that ball spotted at the 40. Referee's going to get together.
I think it might be about a half yard short.
This is a full yard. See the spot. It's also... Oh, they did move it up to the 41. The ball was sitting on the 40. So the clock runs again, 4:36 to go in the game on the McGinsty National Bank scoreboard. Third-ranked Davies up 40-33 on Minot High. This was a 14-9 game at halftime. Cozen Still with it. Minot trying to bring him back. Well, he's only moving forward.
Nice job. Hey, lineman kind of carrying him for a couple.
Davies, the one team in 3A football that plays with 7 offensive linemen. They have 2 tight ends and hardly ever run routes. They're just there to block. Gage Lilliquist, Aaron Slaubaugh, the 2 starting tight ends for the Eagles today. Never really a time they're going to be outnumbered inside the box right there. It's hat on a hat.
Definitely not. Like you said, no timeouts for Minot High, so that clock is burning here on this drive.
That's a second down and about 7 from the 44. Cozen fakes the toss. He goes up the middle and just sneaks through all of the chaos in the middle of the field for a first down. Watch this again on the Ryan replay.
The board's loving it, too. He's saying, move the chains. We want the football. Run it between the tackles. Run it behind me. Offensive line's been terrific. Foot on that side. Ames at that center position. He's been terrific.
Frantic pace we were playing at in the second half has definitely calmed down. Davies eating up a lot of the time here. 1 first down at a time could end this game on this drive, even if it's not in the end zone. Up the middle run, and this is going to end up in the end zone again. Talon Tukshire, his second rushing score of the day.
Davies, it's just like it's so methodical, and then boom, you blink, it's 47 yards later. It's Tukshire. Double-digit lead now, under 3 minutes to play.
It's exactly what you see in this offense. 2 yards here, 3 yards there. For Davies, it has amazingly been 5 yards. Pretty much their shortest gains have been going for 5 today, and then you break one off. Each of the 3 running backs now have a multi-touchdown game going. Tukshire, Frederick, and Simmers. And a PAT by Nelson, but Davies was moving, so you have to move Nelson back. 46-33 lead, but there you go. You give Minot 250 to try and score twice. Still had a lot of the field in front of Davies. They could have probably put away the game right there without Minot having any timeouts. No 2-minute timeout in high school football. So Nelson going to try an extra point from 25. So many good kickers over the years out of the Fargo-Moorhead area. Nelson, another one of them. Close to a block there for Minot, but Nelson still strikes out through the uprights. 47-33 lead for Fargo Davies. A 40-yard touchdown run from Talon Tukshire, and it's a 2-touchdown advantage for the visiting Eagles.
Serious offer on a seriously capable truck. For a limited time, get 2.9% APR for 72 months. Plus a $1,500 customer allowance on all 2026 Sierra 1500 models. From TurboMax to Duramax Diesel, 4 available engines give you the freedom to choose your power. Get the truck and the offer you've been waiting for at Ryan GMC. We are professional grade.
New score report on BNC National Bank scoreboard. Davies 47, Minot 33. You're less busy, that's why they'll make entry money easy. Location in North Dakota, Minnesota, and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. We don't have the official rushing numbers. Davies has not completed a pass, so all their offense has been on the ground. I wouldn't be shocked if they're close to the 500 they put up in the state championship against Century. There's been so many big run plays today, and of course 100% of their offense has come on the ground. 0 for 1 through the year today.
And you know, there's a lot of unknown. We're trying to learn as much as we can about Davies and what they're going to look like. And you and I were talking a lot. I mean, losing Mathiasen and Tesh and Fisher and
Muse,
and we haven't seen Cozen run as much, which, you know, he can run that option. Look, he does like that quarterback follow. He does that well, but I mean, it's like they haven't missed a beat. I just 380 yards per game last year. They're right near that right now. I mean,
you know what does make it a little bit easier? Offensive line play, and it has been spectacular today for the Eagles. Kickoff out of bounds, so Minot starts at the 35, and on first down, they go over the middle, and they're actually going to pick up 15 yards right there to Mac Bullinger.
I talked about him.
You did.
I said it.
You said, hey, 23 is going to get in the game and make a play.
You remember him towards the end of the year. I think he's going to be a major contributor for Minot High.
Bullinger, another member of the sophomore class, actually. Sutton steps up, decides to run spin move, and the clock will continue running. Doesn't get out of bounds. No first down either. 2:27. No timeouts for Minot for the rest of the game. Down by 14.
Tackle by Conroy. Brings up second down and 5.
3 receiver set. Gunville with Sutton in the backfield, looking towards the sideline, you have to believe. And the catch made by Ludwig, tackled in bounds. It is a first down. It'll stop momentarily at the 35.
That's another Magi first down.
You've seen this. They had the ability to move the ball the last drive. It just ended up they tried to do the jump ball to Ludwig.
And Davies is going to be the team to call a timeout. They're a little tired defensively. Make sure they do get a stop here. So the clock will stop for Minot at 2:06 in the fourth, and we will step aside as well. First International Bank and Trust timeout on the field.
To introduce the fabulous edition of the Master Spas line, including the phenomenal Michael Phelps Swim Spas. Enjoy the relaxing health benefits and enjoy 0% financing up to 72 months or up to $5,000 off on all spas. You'll also find $2,000 off the MSRP on all pools, swim spas, and saunas. Come see for yourself the outstanding lineup of Master Spas, including the Michael Phelps Swim Spas, exclusively at Magic City Home Leisure.
38 second half points for the Davies Eagles. They lead by 14, but don't tell the Minot High Magicians it's over yet. An offensive drive right here, a great start, and then a ball through the hands, probably behind Tariq Bell more than anything, that nearly got picked off. Already 2 interceptions in this second half as well for Davies.
Yeah, nice job escaping the pressure there, stepping up, but unable to deliver it accurately there was Sutton.
The bonus there is the clock does stop for Minot. Trying to put together the 2-minute offense here not once but twice in order to get off to a 1-0 start this year. Last season began with 8 straight losses for the Magi before winning the finale in Williston. Sutton has to move around again, dancing, getting towards the sideline. He's got space in front. And still staying in bounds. Interesting choice there to get the extra yardage. Clock stops only momentarily.
Yeah, great run there, though. But you could say, yeah, probably get out of bounds there, stop the clock. But he gets it right back to the official. But Minot High continuing to run some subs in and out here.
And linemen, too. They're switching linemen every single play.
I don't know what
Ball's
happened
down.
there.
I think somebody thought there was a false start.
Were they trying to spike it? Or? Huh. Well, regardless.
Yeah,
second down.
spike.
Okay, spike. Okay.
There seemed to be some early movement
I don't know.
right there.
Yeah, there's some confusion.
Well, we got some scores coming in from around the state, some late finals. Obviously none later than this. We had a wild one in 2A today. Jamestown, a late drive to beat Wahpeton 36-33.
Some points there. We got them beat, though. We got 80 on the board.
We even well outscored the 1-6 man game tonight.
I don't know when's the last AAA game you've done. You've seen points like this.
Minot Shanley last year, 88 points.
Sorry, there you go.
Well, we're close to it.
Yeah, we're close.
54-34 last year. Shanley won that. That was probably the most winnable game for Minot all season. Second down, the throw towards the end zone, wide open is Bell. It's a touchdown. Only need 1 foot here on Fridays. And we're going to beat 84 from that Shanley game.
14 yards, Sutton to Bell. Cutting into the deficit. Definitely going to see. Well, you got to. I mean, you can do a couple things here. There are a lot of times in the NFL they'll go
down
for
14. You go. I don't like that.
I know. There's a lot of times you'll see it in the upper levels. So go for 2.
Well,
just because your chances of getting the extra point.
They got the soccer player Tayson Sulper.
Are tough.
And gets it over. A great field goal block thrown out by the Eagles. A minute 37 left. Minot very quick down the field. Just about 40 seconds to do that. 47-40 on the PSP Network. Onside kick coming up next.
I love sports, but sometimes, like when a t-shirt cannon hits me square in the nachos, I wonder, is Sport Clips better than sports?
Because sports plus a hot steamed towel beats sports plus hot exploding cheese.
I like your shirt.
Thanks. It was free. Sport Clips, it's a game changer.
Here's Big Go.
Touchdown pass and catch number 2 between Ryder Sutton and Tariq Bell. And the hands team is out on the field for Minot. They will need an onside kick. A minute 37 seconds left in the game and no timeouts. And Bryce, the conversation we were having, who's doing the kicking here for the Magi that knows how to do an onside kick? Looks like Logan Ludwig might be helping out, but I believe that is Solper ready to try it. But watch out for number 15 right there.
Watch Kraft too here. Kraft's kind
this
of
is
in the
going to be
middle.
interesting. Onside kick coming up.
Maybe a first one is the fake, maybe? Oh, boy.
Nope, it is Solper. Oh, but I think Minot had jumped. Now, I've been watching their normal kickoff, and there's probably been an offsides on every single one of them tonight. It has not been called until right now.
I was going to make a comment
It
on
has been every
It's been
single
both teams, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the rare kickoff false start, of course. I mean, that was a great kick by Solper, too. That was going to be recovered probably by Minot. Play was blown dead.
Took a good hop.
Can you do it twice now?
I'd maybe try the other side. I'd switch it up. Everyone expects you to go to the same way again.
Yeah, you got Ludwig
Maybe try
over
the
there.
different. Maybe go straight.
Same one. Same bounce. Vetter is on it. And Davies is able to recover the onside kick. And now 1 first down will get Davies to 1-0. Minot cannot stop the clock. Of course, Davies, they're going to be simply running it. 0 for 1 through the air today are the Davies Eagles. And 1 more first down to get. Honestly, they might not even need a first down. They could probably need it right now with just 96 seconds. And that is what it will be. Victory formation for Fargo Davies. No need to run any more plays. And the Eagles, defending state champions in North Dakota's highest class, 3A football, will start 1-0. But it was a wild and roundabout way to get there. 2 fourth-quarter takeaways and only 1 possession for Davies in the second half. They failed to score. The reason why they will be 1-0 this season. A 47-40 win here in Minot. I have the planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show coming up. You'll need 1 or 2 more victory formation plays for the Eagles. Tucker Cozen, his first start, he's a winner at quarterback. And the great running back trio behind him who, I mean, it was those 3 the whole way. Tyler Frederick, Talon Tuchscher, and Bennett Simmers. Davies has 50 running backs on the roster, but only needed 3 tonight. And Minot, as much as they would have loved to get to 1-0, he's still, all they're looking for is some improvement in the games. They went 1-8 last year. And got very close tonight, but fall short 47-40. 1 more to make it official. And the final game of the first Friday of the 3A football season will go to the defending champs. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, your final: Fargo Davies 47, Minot High 40. Our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads postgame show is coming up next. Bryce Kuna going to find our Sport Clips MVP and also the winning head coach from Davies, Wayne Wermeyer. Stick around on the BSP Network.
At any time, to anyone. It's not really something you can schedule on your calendar. But when it happens to you and it's not your fault, there's one law firm to remember. That firm is Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride. We live here and take pride in helping our community. We know this area inside and out. We put in the work and fight for what's right so justice can prevail for you. That is what we're all about. We're on your side. We're Schweigert, Clemene, and McBride.
AE Construction Management and General Contracting builds more than structures. They build confidence. Your trusted partner in commercial construction across North Dakota, they handle everything from planning to final delivery. Whether it's steel, industrial, or retail, AECM builds with precision and safety. Their hands-on approach keeps your project on time and on budget. Build better with AECM. Call Tim at 701-818-0099 or visit aeconstructionmanagement.com.
Dear valued customer, I'm Jared Lundeen, owner of Trusted Tire and Auto. Around here, winters can be long and roads can be rough. That's why you deserve a reliable partner. We carry premium tires installed by our certified team of experts, and our total car care covers it all, from brakes, transmissions, diagnostics, and more. And trust, we know it's built through real local connections, even small things like a handwritten thank you. Choose us for trusted service that goes the extra mile. Sincerely, Jared.
Dakota Community Bank and Trust, your trusted partner for commercial and business loans. We not only provide lending you need to grow your business, but we also reinvest in our communities. We believe in strengthening our businesses and creating opportunities for success. Choose Dakota Community Bank and Trust for your commercial and business loans, and together let's keep our communities thriving.
Serving the community, looking out for you. At Dakota Community Bank and Trust, that's what we do.
It's the easiest way to feed your friends. The hard part is picking your sub. That's why we're having a draft. With the first pick, Sarah from Carolina selects number 13, the original Italian.
You know, I trusted my gut, and that's exactly where the sub's gonna go, so.
Hold on, we've got a trade. Jake traded his second pick with me, because I'm starved.
Freshly sliced subs to go, wherever you and your friends go. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Well, it's time we enter our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show after quite the game to start the season for both the Minot High Magicians and FARGO Davies Eagles. Who would have thought 87 points in this matchup? Eagles outlasting the Magicians 47-40 as we wait for the members of the winning FARGO Davies Eagles to join us down on the field. Let's take a look at the scoring summary from this game. As Bryce said, needed 2 sheets of this notebook to fit it all in. First quarter, it started with a field goal in a game where we kind of came in thinking maybe a low-scoring game. Of course, who knows what these offenses are really going to look like. A lot of it was just hype in the off-season, but well, it paid off in the end. But early on, Minot got a red zone stop, forced Davies to a Colby Nelson field goal from 30 yards out. They got the scoring started for the Eagles at 3-0. Then the next scoring would happen in the second quarter. Ryder Sutton sets up the drive with his legs, and Jalen Gunville scores from 36 yards out. 36-yard run for Gunville set up Minot on the goal line. Sutton sneaks across for the first touchdown for Minot, and they have their first lead at 7-3. Davies quickly responds, 6-minute mark of the second quarter. Talon Tookshare, his first rushing touchdown, and the PAT, though, would be no good. A bad snap there for the Eagles. However, they led 9-7 there. Minot scores quickly before the halftime break. Minute left. Ryder Sutton, another touchdown run. One of 4 touchdown scores with his legs for Sutton today, as Minot will lead 14-9 at halftime. Of course, 14-9 at the break, 47-40 final. What must have happened in the second half? Well, it was just nonstop scoring. Davies scores to start the third quarter after a 6-minute drive. Bennett Simmers, the 25-yard score, puts Davies in front 17-14 after a good 2-point conversion. Then, on the very next play from scrimmage, Ryder Sutton, an 80-yard touchdown run. After the touchback, just goes right down the field, and the sprint speed from the 50-yard line on was on display for Sutton. Minot took the lead back, and then after a Davies fumble, Minot recovers in the red zone. Sutton to Tariq Bell on the very next play again. 2 one-play scoring drives for the Magi in the third quarter. A 26-17 lead. Davies gets back on the scoreboard thanks to Tyler Frederick. 20-yard touchdown run. And PAT was good. 26-24 Magi. Go to the fourth quarter. Scoring continues. It was Davies after a Chance Kungle interception. Frederick, back-to-back touchdowns for him, this time from 7 yards away. At the 10:04 mark of the game, 2-point conversion was good. Davies leads 32-26, and then we trade scores from then on out. 69-yard touchdown run for Ryder Sutton with an incredible juke move in there as well to set up the second part of that play and get him into the end zone. He split 2 Davies defenders, definitely a move of the game nominee. We're going to have our tough decision on our hands for the play of the game tonight. But that touchdown run for Sutton, Minot took the lead again, 33-32. Then it was Davies 47 seconds later because Bennett Simmers repped off a 78-yard touchdown run, 40-33. Davies after making the 2-point conversion there. Minot started to drive. They got a 1-possession game at that point, down by 7, got into the red zone, but Ryder Sutton threw up a jump ball for Logan Ludwig. It was brought down by Brady Vetter for the interception, and Davies put the game away with a touchdown run by Talon Tukshire. 47 yards away at the 250 mark. Maybe they scored too early. They gave Minot ample time for 2 possessions, and Minot would make it count on the first one, because quickly moving down the field, it would end with a Ryder Sutton pass to Tariq Bell. I mean, the first 3 plays of that drive were all screens to Tariq, going for 60 yards, and a 14-yard score would end it 47-40. Davies in front. Minot needed to recover the onside kick. They false start, move back, try it again. Davies recovers, and that's the game, with the Eagles winning 47-40 tonight. Unbelievable week 1 game between these teams. Of course, a lot of times you say, well, if any defensive group is going to have the success, it's probably defense. Maybe the offense takes another week to get in gear. Not the case today at Dwayne Carlson Stadium, because obviously by the score and the yardage that we're going to add up tonight, this was an offensive game for sure. And, Bryce Gunick is ready with the victorious head coach down on the field to continue our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Bryce is with Wayne Wermeyer. And Bryce, if you're about ready to go, we are ready for you.
You got me, Owen? Can you hear me? All right, good. I'm here with Coach Wermeyer. I think we're both kind of exhausted. I'm exhausted from calling it. He's exhausted from coaching. But I've had a conversation with you before about this. You always talk about this trip here, and it's always a hard place to play. I mean, can you put in words what your team accomplished and coming out in a victory in a very entertaining game?
Yeah, well, first of all, thanks to PSP for covering us so our fans at home can watch. You guys always do an excellent job. It's a long road trip, but it's a place that we love to play at. I mean, look at the facility. It's absolutely gorgeous. They always have a great crowd, and they're always going to be a well-coached team with Coach Hendershot and Coach Fillion. I know personally those two, and the rest of their coaching staff. So we have the utmost respect for Minot. Super athletic team for Minot. Super proud of our kids. We had a lot of kids that played their first varsity football game tonight, and I think we learned as the game went on. The game slowed down for us a little bit as the game went on, and the kids just kept grinding and just kept believing in what we do, and we were fortunate to get a W tonight.
Us in the media, we always talk about these things about replacing guys and how you're going to do it. Can you talk about the backfield and I mean the production that you guys lost with Matthias and Tesh and these guys and Muse running the football? How about some of the guys in the backfield? And I mean, Tuchscher was terrific. Simmers was great. I mean, you got to love the early production you're getting out of those guys.
Yeah, I mean, they all ran hard. They all did what we asked them to do. They all did what they were coached to do. They covered the ball. They carried out their fakes, number one, so sometimes Minot doesn't know where the ball is. And they ran the ball extremely hard, and then props to the guys up front. We're starting a lot of new guys up there, too, and they continue to battle through the game and continue to lean on Minot and open some holes, and then those backs just exploded through them.
Like the one thing in the second half, I know there's a lot of things you want to fix. You're talking about penalties and some sloppy play, and I know there's things you're going to go over, but I think the one thing that stood out to me, and it's kudos to the coaching staff, was the conditioning. I thought you guys looked terrific in the second half, and especially the offensive line.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you saying that. That's something we pride ourselves on. We put these kids through a little bit of hell during fall camp, and they come out every day with a smile on their face. They love football. They do anything we ask to do, and if I did some of the conditioning stuff that we ask the kids to do, I'd still be laying in Fargo and would never be able to off the field. So kids are terrific. I love them all.
I appreciate your time. It's always great to interview you. Hopefully see you down the road, but congratulations. Go get some pizza, get on the bus.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks. All right, straight in. This isn't happen very often. We've got a lineman. As our Sport Clips MVP. At the board, I mean, I'm going to ask an obvious question. How much fun is it to play in a game like that?
Oh, it's awesome, especially when you got a great group of guys around you who don't give up when the score is how it was. And it was just awesome game playing.
Was there ever any level of panic throughout the team? I mean, Sutton is gifted. He's doing things out there. They're kind of answering every drive of yours. Was there any panic at all throughout the game?
No, we were all backing each other up. I mean, us just playing as one team helps definitely not create that panic. So I don't think there's any panic or doubt we had.
I talked to your coach about this. The conditioning really stood out to me. I watched you guys on the offensive line. There were no hands on the hips. I mean, what do you guys contribute that to? I know you guys go through the off-season grind. You're a workhorse in the weight room and such. But talk about the conditioning and just being prepared and ready to attack on the offensive line throughout the entire game. I mean, it's the first game. It's a long game.
It definitely helps that we do 2-a-days. So we do our 2-minute drill right away in the morning, and that will get us in shape. And we do some sort of conditioning at after or the later practice. So that definitely helps us for games like these.
What's post-game meal? Are you hungry?
It's Domino's Pizza. So
all right, some Domino's. I'll let you get to it. I'm going to get a photo with you. But congratulations, the board. Sport Clips MVP, and he's making me look tiny. That doesn't really happen very often. Congrats.
Thank you.
You bet. Back to you, Owen.
Yeah, that's right. A lineman, Sport Clips MVP today, and Bryce, that was his pick. He said, we got to give it to 74. The amount of work that he put in today, leading the way to just a giant rushing performance for the Fargo Davies Eagles as they win this one 47-40 over the Minot High Magicians. The rest of our planning team financial advisors Shots Crossroads postgame show comes up after this on the PSP Network.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors, your plan, your future, your team.
8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
And engineers at Ackerman Esvold have been enhancing everyday life. From response times to commute times, we've helped create critical infrastructure, enhancing highway safety, flood protection, and public education. And we're no stranger to enhancing fun, family outings, and even game time. Ackerman Esvold, working to enhance your everyday life.
Sometimes life gets messy, and accidents happen. Some days, even your best intentions turn into unexpected disasters. Other days, a little guesswork leads to a lot of cleanup. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Well, it's games like that which remind us why we love the game of football so much. Non-stop entertainment for 48 minutes today, 2.5 hours if you were with us for the entire thing on the PSP Network. We're so glad that you chose us to wrap up your high school football Friday. Thanks to Bones Barbecue Sauce for bringing that on the PSP Network. A triple header and all great games. A 6-0 game to start the day in Velva. A 47-40. A low-scoring basketball game to end the day from Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot. Bryce Gudnick joins me back in the booth. I'm Owen Patterson. Wrapping up today's show on the Shots Crossroads Playing Team Financial Advisors post-game show. If you had to maybe describe that one in between 1 and 3 words, what would you go with, Bryce?
Entertaining. And I know there's a lot of mistakes, and a lot of people love a good defensive game. I get it. I'm one of those two that can go for a 7-10 game. I get it, but I talked about Sutton last year, and I said it. He is very gifted at that quarterback position. Some of the plays you've seen him do tonight, it's special, and they're going to be talked about. And this is just one game. And Minot High, I like what Coach Hendershot did. A lot of bodies were coming in. He was trying everything. Kudos to him. He was making substitutions. He had players cramping. You know, there were a lot of things going on he was dealing with. They competed till the end, but Davies is Davies. You know, It's just Davies is Davies. They're going to continue to do this style. They've got the pieces in place again. He's going to make corrections. He was talking to me down there kind of off the mic, you know, saying, hey, a lot of things we got to do to get better. But anytime you come to Dwayne Carlson as a road team, come out with a victory, you're very pleased.
Yeah, Minot went winless at home last year, but I don't remember one game, maybe the Bismarck game, where it wasn't a battle the entire way through. Cheyenne came here, needed a last-minute touchdown. West Fargo needed the same. BHS, of course, was the runaway game. And then Mandan needed a huge second half. Sutton went out with an injury there. And Davies, they got to know that as well. That Dwayne Carlson Stadium, not an easy place to come away with a W. But that is 5 straight home losses now for the Magi after this one goes final 47-40. Let's hand out some awards as well. Our Sport Clips MVP. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. They are the home to the MVP haircut experience. Check it along with the hairstyles today at sportclips.com or use the very easy-to-use app. Chosen offensive lineman today. A lot of running backs. All 3 running backs for Davies scored 2 touchdowns. Give them their flowers, of course. But the guy leading the way and leading that offensive line, their leader, he's the captain. He does it all for Fargo Davies, both offensively and defensively, Matt DeBoard.
Yeah, he's terrific. And it's both sides of the ball. Not a lot of the Davies guys will play on both sides of the ball.
Not a lot of 3A linemen are going to play
correct.
both sides.
And I was just, as the game went along, I said it in the interview. I know I sound like a broken record. The conditioning, it was terrific. I don't know what they're doing at Davies. It's something right. And he said it. He said, we're putting them through hell and doing a bunch of things. So it's paying off. And it showed tonight, especially in the second half of the game. And the other offensive linemen were terrific. You're looking at Foote, DeBoard, Ames, Rick was terrific. Lee, I mean, everybody up front played so well for them. And I mean, like you see, he always talks to me about it. Dwayne Carlson, you know, Minot had Davies' number there for a number of years, and Davies has kind of controlled the series here as of late. Big win for Coach Wermeyer and his boys.
Yeah, I haven't totaled up the numbers just yet, but Davies' 400-yard rushing day, I'd have to imagine, with a lot of certainty. That's what they got to. Of course, did not complete a pass today. It was all done with the ground, and Matt DeBoard leading the charge as our Sport Clips MVP. How about a new award to give out? Well, new award, new title sponsor. Credence Energy Services Move of the Game. Located across 8 states and founded in Minot in 2014, Credence Energy is a leading independent production and midstream chemical company providing advanced technology solutions to the oil and gas industry. Find out more at credenceenergy.com. The first ever Credence Energy Services Move of the Game from Minot. Bryce, with all the offense, is it the INT late by Brady Vetter?
I'm going to give some love to the opposing side here with Sutton and his ability to make them miss. I thought it was a turning point in the game when they were in that third down situation, and he somehow got that ball off to Spragues.
Yep.
That was a big moment in this game. I thought, if Minot was fortunate enough to end up going on to win this game, that was huge. That was early in that fourth quarter. That was a big-time play. We saw a number of them all night. I mean, Tuchscher was terrific. Simmers was great. I mean,
we have 5 touchdowns and more than 50 yards on the ground.
Yeah, I'm running out of paper. Did you find a way to read this? Because I don't. Okay, because it's a little sloppy. It's game 1. Let me get back into broadcasting mode and note-taking mode here. I apologize.
Now, I will say there might not be a better run in North Dakota high school football this year than Rynerson's 67-yard touchdown run. The juke move at the end to split 2 Davies defenders. Most quarterbacks at any level, any team, just going to step out of bounds. He went right between them for the touchdown. I think we might have to go there for the Credence Energy Services move of the game. Too many options tonight.
Too many.
There might not be a better run than Rynerson's 67-yard score today, but obviously even that defensive highlight for Vetter proved very big in this 47-40 win for FARGO Davies. Well, that does it for our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for a farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online at planningteam.com. That was just week 1. We got a long way to go in the high school football season and an absolute thriller at Dwayne Carlson Stadium tonight. For our great crew putting on today's show on the PSP Network, my color commentator Bryce Goodnick, I'm Owen Patterson. Been your final score for the final time on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Davies 47, Minot High 40. Back at it next week with another Friday night of football brought to you by Bones Barbecue Sauce. Hope to see you then, but until then, have a good night, everybody.
We started with small beginnings, and just like the visionary entrepreneurs we serve, we turned an idea into reality. BNC National Bank, where possibilities begin right here at home.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by social media platforms. ESP Network, it's game day.
Sometimes life gets messy and accidents happen. So when life gets messy, ServPro's ready. Call ServPro of Minot, Bismarck, or Williston today.
Every community has a heartbeat, Around here, it's the first responders who answered the call. So Ryan Chevrolet set out to say thank you to the people who protect, serve, and care for our neighbors every day. Ryan Chevrolet offers first responders $500 off select Chevy vehicles. Plus, all qualified buyers get 0% APR for 5 years on select Silverado models. Ryan Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
At Planning Team Financial Advisors, we help individuals create their personalized strategies. We specialize in financial planning, retirement planning, insurance, and 401k distribution options. Don't leave your future to chance. Call Planning Team Financial Advisors today for a free retirement review. Planning Team Financial Advisors. Your plan, your future, your team.